Hello and welcome to one more of these VPL things. How you doing? My name is Rotalus2. I will be your host for this lovely afternoon, this Sunday, May the 19th, 2019. This music is too loud. Blowing my ears out. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. How are you doing? I might. You good? You good though? Alright, just a second while I get a few things set up here. In the meanwhile, make yourselves comfortable. Feel free to say hello at any point. I'm all ears, you know. In any case, gonna get back to it. Got some game project stuff to do today. Lovely game project stuff. There's so many things I have to get ready for. We have models to make. We've got stuff to texture and rig. Got some new enemy types, or at least one today, that I'd like to get to. We'll see about that. Turn this music way down. Let me know if you can hear me, though. That's another important factor of the program.
I can hear you.
Oh, hello! Welcome to the Variable Party TV live stream. A good friend of the show, the guy Silver. How's it going?
That's good. It's good. It's good to be back, Rodolus. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a few things today. Doing some modeling, doing some rigging, and hopefully we can keep this interesting for you guys. I'm just taking care of a few things in the background here. I'll be right.
I can see you there, Cryo, being a little snake, just slithering in the background there. Yeah, he's in the voice chat.
Oh, he's hiding.
Jesus Christ. What? I can't hear anything.
Okay, you can't hear anything?
What? No, Cryo just hurt my ears.
Oh, I didn't hear Cryo. Wait, why can't I hear Cryo? Okay.
Wait, what? You
I
can't
can
hear
hear
me.
you. All right, you said what? All right.
He just went.
Well, the fact that your
I
ears
said.
Okay. I think it's my volume. My personal volume is too high. That's what my problem is right now. This music is always overpowered.
No. Rodolus, your problem is that you just don't want me to speak. You just don't like to have people hear what I have to say. I don't blame you for that.
I generally don't care what you have to say. But, no, I'm messing around. Friend of the show, Cryogenic Gamer, everybody.
Oh, it's good to be back, Rodolus. Thank you.
So last week we had a bit of an issue. There was a couple of issues that compounded upon one another. There was a stream last week, so if
Rodolus is an idiotic decision to play Disney music for the entire thing.
It wasn't an idiotic decision. I didn't know they were going to hit me so hard that some of their destinies were intertwined with Universal Music Group, who decided, hey, that's not our music technically, but we're going to copy strike you anyway. So thing got copy striked for 2 songs, which were some of the weirdest choices, I think. I'm not going to play them here, obviously.
Which 2 were copyright struck.
Yeah, everything else was fine. And then, of course, on top of that, even after that, it didn't seem worth bringing it back because somehow I'd left the desktop audio down from Discord. So no one could hear anybody talking but me. So I sounded like a madman for like 3 hours talking to myself, laughing at jokes that nobody else could hear. So like, I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not entertaining. There's no point.
Okay, that just makes me think of the time last stream where you started singing Out There, and at the very end, I started clapping, and you started laughing. And to somebody else who was watching that stream, you just finished singing, and then just started laughing hysterically for no reason.
Yeah, it came at the worst time, because no one was watching that stream, so no one could tell me in the chat, hey, I can't hear anybody. Who are you talking to? So if at any point I sound like a madman, please say something in the chat. I may have just muted everybody else, or I'm crazy, but I appreciate you talking to me.
Probably
Maybe I'm always alone.
Well, then again, Rodolus, we have established this multiple times in the past, over the course of the past, 2 years that we've been doing this, that, that we're all constructs of your imaginations. We're multiple personalities, all built within your brain.
Well, even the people who do speak to me in the chat, apparently, which is unfortunate. Let me turn back on. I'm having some issues here. Let me just... I need to do a few things, like I said, and I keep not doing them because, well, I procrastinate a lot.
I was gonna say Urban Dictionary is correct. You are a procrastinator.
Oh yeah, no, there was an it is Urban Dictionary. There's an Urban Dictionary article with my name in it, and it was it's really accurate. It was weird. It's like maybe it was my mom who wrote it. It depends. I don't know.
Then again, my Urban Dictionary, you know, my definition was weirdly accurate as well. And I don't know if Silver's was accurate though. It says he's a good kisser. I don't believe that.
I mean, you know.
Wait, what?
Only one way to find out. Let's see. Okay, so your audio's coming through. That's good. That's what I wanted to know. Hey, how's it going, PJ Squared? What happened? What do you mean? What's going on?
What happened? Hey, I was supposed to read that. You said you would hold me to that.
Well, I'll hold it to you. I'll hold you to it by calling you out every time I have to read something. And I'll read the comment like, "What happened? Cryo." You know, or whatever else anyone says. And that's how it's gonna be. Let me just post this link around in a couple of places in Rotoland, of course, because you know.
And you gotta add everyone.
Yeah. Oh, it already does that. That's right. I forgot.
PJ says, "Lol, guys."
Yeah, that's right. Okay, at everyone. You see, it's gonna be weird without Fox constantly updating these things, because usually. No, I mean my words aren't coming out right. I should have been clearer. So I can't speak properly today.
PJ also says the Urban Dictionary thing. Yeah, we're still talking about this. Mainly I am. I keep bringing it up.
Very important,
but, you know,
to Cryo, because he lives his life by what people think of him on the internet. Okay.
He's just that vain.
I don't have very high self-esteem, guys. You know, this whole persona I built to myself, being happy all the time, being full of energy, always joking about the dumbest things. It's all a ruse. It's not real.
I'm only happy when people I don't even know in real life like me so much, and I get an ego boost.
It's very important, the subject of mental health. You need to take a break, Cryo.
A very long break.
I can't stop. I can't take a break. I need this.
I crave it.
I need this.
This is the substance that I have acquired from
I
him.
like the way your blood tastes, Dark Gaia. Is it Mountain Dew? Please say yes. Okay. I need this.
Now, Dog Dew.
Dark Goo. Okay, then.
Dew.
That was a reference to a previous stream by Rotolis 2 that, of course, I remember.
Of course you remember. It's not that you actually remember that. I just think you go back and watch them. Which, to be honest, I don't mind. If you could just take down some timestamps, I will re-release, our greatest hits.
See,
but that would
the weird thing is, I rarely look back on these.
Our greatest hits, like we're an album company.
Yeah.
Well, we are. Wait. We are a show, according to Rotolis. We're all glad to be here. Thank you very much. We're in front of a live studio audience.
So the definition of procrastination has Rotolis.
So the definition of procrastination has Rotolis 2 all over it. His mom wrote it.
Yes. Yep. I think if there's anybody else who knew me, it would probably be Mommy. Anyway, sorry, that's ridiculous. Where's Restream? I love my son. He's just okay.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm serious. You write in Jonathan Urban Dictionary, you'll read it, and you'll go like, "Wow." You won't know that because if you don't know me, you don't know that PJ Squared. But if you did know me, you'd be like, well, that's. I feel like I've said that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we know Rotalus enough. We know Rotalus enough. We know that like all the girls would be talking about him. You know, what was it, around like a circle or something? Like you would stand out of
like
the
in a huddle.
crowd.
All the girls get in a huddle. Did you see that, Jonathan? Anyway, let's see here. Oh, we're using our made-up names.
So Rotalus,
my name is Spider-Man.
Your life is a harem anime.
No, I can't. Don't put that on me. Don't you dare. All right.
PJ says, "Special boy." Yeah, his mom is all like, "Oh my God, Jonathan, he's very special, he's gonna save the world one day. He's so smart."
Yeah, my mom is from New York, apparently. Okay, so we're gonna go new. Actually, no. Well, yeah, we're gonna go new. We're gonna.
Is that a problem? Is that a problem, Mr. Win?
I'm just. There are no women in New York. It's just all dudes talking about how they're walking here. I'm walking it.
How New York and pizza's the best.
Yeah, like this is good pizza. It's the best pizza.
I mean, it is, but you know.
That might be culturally insensitive.
No, Rotalus, that's fine. We have the gobblegoop. You don't have to worry about it.
The gobblegoop. That's turkey burger, right? The gobblegoop. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we're calling out given names, Mister. He's just trying to prove that he knows my name,
Mr. Win.
Like it's a hot. It's
Mr. Win. Yeah, his name is Mr. Win.
Mr. Win.
No, I expect you to die, Mr. Win.
I was gonna say, Mr. Win sounds like an Austin Powers villain or something.
Really? Austin Powers villain?
Well, I was quoting James Bond, but you know.
Mr.
Win.
I know.
I'm not thinking Mr. Win as in WHYN. I'm thinking Win as in. Or no, his name is WYNN. But I'm thinking Mr. Win as in WIN, Mr. Win.
Oh, Mr. Win.
Oh no, like in you, like Nguyen, like in UGH. No, NEW.
Is it like a Welsh spelling or something?
No, it's not a Welsh spelling. It's actually like a Philippines type thing. Like Nguyen. It's Nguyen. It starts with an N though. It has a G in it, and it's like, yeah, there we go. Thank you, PJ Squared. That's win.
The show's only been on for 5 minutes. I already feel like I'm deciphering a code from like the 30s.
Well,
the show hasn't. The show. I love how this is the theme we're going with now. Silver says the show hasn't even gone on for 5 minutes. We need to broadcast this, but not on television.
Coming live from YouTube.
Yeah, live from YouTube. YouTube America, United... Actually, anywhere.
Welcome, your host, Rotalus 2!
Honestly, bringing it to TV probably wouldn't help. Nobody watches TV anymore.
People watch TV,
we got rid of TV like a year ago.
Decidedly geriatric is all. Okay, let's see here. You guys can see my screen, right? I am sharing what I'm currently working on. If you guys wouldn't mind popping over to...
You've got folders up on the screen.
Okay, great. That's accurate. That's accurate. That's what I've got. That's what I'm seeing.
I just got a lot of folders.
I'm trying to remember what I was even doing.
New characters, new villain or something, new bad guy.
Right, we're working on an enemy. I was gonna do some texture, not texture. I was gonna do some. Good lord, my words. Yes, I can see the folders. That's good. That's good, PJ Squared. No, I was going to say, I'm going to be working on a couple of things. I'm going to be working on models, and I'm going to be working on rigs. So I've got to redo the rigs for Tails' Tales. If you guys have seen, you probably haven't seen, oh my gosh, I should work on, what's the word? Promoting this game project more, because there's been a lot of cool progress made by our guy C# in the Prower engine that they're making for this game. They're converting the bumper engine, which a lot of people might be familiar with or not familiar with, depending on how deep you are into the Sonic community. And he's been doing a lot of great work in there, but the animations are all just stuff that he had like laying around, like some motion capture stuff that he was able to put into it. I don't know, Silver, if you've seen any of that. Any of the animation?
Sorry, I've just been phased out. What did you just say?
I'm saying... Okay, yeah, no, I tend to do that. I tend to ramble a little bit, but anyway, what I was saying was, C# has been making the game engine for this project.
Oh, that's right, yes.
The Prower engine. And there are animations that he's been using for Tails. But they're just, like, they're not bespoke. They're not they're not necessarily custom for the character model. So his tails don't move, and a lot of things are kind of, like, not working the right way. So, like, a lot of things, that's a lot of, because he doesn't actually have the animations to work with. Tesla Menagerie has made animations for the game, for Tails specifically, but some of the things I'm worried aren't going to actually translate over into Unity, like the bendy bones that I put in his tails. So if you've seen Tesla Menagerie's animation, you can see the way the tails kind of, like, you know, they move very well in Blender, but when they get transferred over, some of those bone constraints aren't going to work. So I need to redo his tails, but that's going to be super boring. So rather than do that, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually spend time working on a new character model, an enemy type. We're going to put some time into doing Alex McGee Gameplay's fish character. Shushi, right, and her brother, which is basically the same model except not a girl. And
wait, hang on. Is her name literally Sushi?
Shushi,
Yeah,
with
Shushi.
SHUSHI.
Is this guy thinking he's like Toriyama or some crap?
He's better than Toriyama. He has surpassed Toriyama. One moment, I'm gonna go get an image. Okay, so I'm gonna get the picture that was given to us by the wonderful Trinitoid, one of our newer concept artists.
Concept artists.
Yeah, he's not a modeler. We have plenty of good modelers, but this comes from Trinitoid, and he put it in concept.
Rodolus says, we have plenty of good modelers, but I'm the best one.
I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm the most active. Even though I haven't made anything in a while.
That would be fair.
It's like, I don't want to be a jerk and go like, I'm the best, nobody can do anything as good. It's like, that's not true. But, like, 80% of the models are mine. What's in the chat? Someone wrote a lot of stuff just now.
PJ says, I'm trying to read a Robert Ludlum book. Yeah. QA, Q sound effects, dun 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 dun, Chancellor, wow. Manuscript, but this stream is given the book, competition. The book is full of spy stuff.
Oh! Do you expect me to talk, Chancellor? No, Mr. Chancellor, I expect you to die! That's how he said it, I think, right? Kind of Skeletor-ish.
Yeah!
Yes! My name is Bond! James Bond! Shaken, not stirred! Money penny. I don't think he would have gone as far as a character, if that's what he sounded like. Yeah! What are you saying, the guy Silver?
Says the guy Silver.
I don't know what that means.
The stream is full of comic relief. Hey, yeah, we're full of comic relief, but I'm the comic relief, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm the comic relief?
Yeah.
I am.
Comic relief.
Me.
Lol.
Me.
Let's see, cast characters.
Out of a whole, plethora, an all-star cast here we have at the Rodolus 2 YouTube channel, during the show. I'd say I'm the comic relief character, or the character that's the butt of every joke that no one takes seriously.
It's not that I don't take you seriously. I take you perfectly seriously.
You're the Jar Jar Binks of the stream.
Oh, no, that's
shut your mouth.
He's supposed to be comic relief, but he's not actually funny. I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying that about Jar Jar Binks. People are like, oh, are
What's
you
the
against...
difference?
Oh.
Excuse me?
I don't even know. Geargwa is that thing's name, so we're...
You call me Jar Jar Binks Silver. Those are fighting words right
PJ
there.
says, yes, Cryo, you are.
Hey, what? No!
Comic relief. That's what you wanted, right?
Okay. Okay.
That's what you wanted to be known for.
I thought Pilgrim was saying I was the Jar Jar Binks of the stream.
Watch them say that exact same thing just to get on you. Yeah.
Give it 10 seconds and you'll
You are
know.
the comic relief. Okay. PJ, okay, sorry. Okay. Honestly, if CRW was here, he would have called me Jar Jar Binks. I was gonna say I would expect that out of CRW, not you.
Yeah, they would propose sacrificing you or something weird. CRW's a little bit.
No, something about goat blood, probably.
Yeah, something about goat blood. That's our man CRW.
Or making fun of the fact that I can't get a relationship even with a goat. Even with the goat girl.
That's
apparently I'm in the
absurd.
goats. Apparently I'm in the goats according to CRW.
Wow. PJ Squirrel's just... PJ Squirrel? No, PJ Squared is just eating it up. Sorry about that.
That's his persona.
Oh, no. No. I wouldn't put that on another viewer. Especially if they start asking, what's a persona? I don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it.
This is where Cryo comes in. He is an expert in this area.
No.
Excuse me? You're right, but excuse me?
I'm not wrong, am I?
Let's go to... This is not good news. Re-Goat Girl. Responded to Goat Girl. I don't... I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have that conversation with PJ Squared. You guys do it. I don't want to.
When I was going through my massive Call of Duty phase with my mates, we used to put goats in massive capital letters. Now, for ages, I had no idea what goat actually meant. I just joined it because my mates were in it. And I asked him one day, I went, what does goat mean? He goes, oh, greatest of all time. And I was like, oh, yeah, boy.
Greatest of all time. It's a term that is used a lot. Okay, so this is a model drawn or a character.
Anytime I think of goat and Call of Duty in the same sentence, it makes me think, wasn't there like a trailer for Call of Duty? Where it was like something about like they were singing like this woman or something, and and then it just turns out to be a goat.
Oh, never mind. I don't know what that is. Okay,
they compared a woman. They compared a woman to a goat, which honestly is not very good.
Not great. Okay, so what are you an SJW? No, I just don't think that's appropriate. Let's see here. Who drew that? This was drawn by Trinitoid.
Great? What are you? Are you saying women are good? What are you, an SJW? Rodel is getting way too political for this show.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
No. Let's keep politics off the show.
Yeah, women are political. I think women are swell. Get your politics out of here! How dare you! I think they should have equal rights. Bullcrap! Freaking SJW. Okay.
Women are good! What are you, an SJW? Men are good! What are you? An uncultured bigot? Oh my god!
Alright, so, back to work. What I'm working on right now is called the Geargwa, also, or formerly known as the Rotomatron, which I think is also a pretty good name, actually. I don't know why he crossed it out.
Honest to God, these all sound like it just came out straight out of a manga.
What, the names?
The names you literally just said, I'm like, wait, is that like a Naruto thing, or what?
Maybe.
Rotomatron.
Am I the only one not on the call? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Rotomatron. He changed the name.
Dude, that sounds like a Chinese bootleg Transformer.
Honestly, that sounds like Transmorphers, which was not Chinese, but it was bootleg. From the Asylum, I think. It was Asylum Robot. Anyway, it's a spinning thing. It sort of wedges itself in corridors, I'm guessing. Doesn't move, but it spins. It's got like some sort of glass. I guess this is maybe it's a cockpit, which would be great. We could put a little Battlebird guy sitting in there. It's a stupid place for him to sit because it doesn't move, but it spins around, and it has a weak point, and it also has a spike ball on the end, and it spins around.
I'll be back.
Okay, we'll see you when you get back.
And now we're alone.
It'll spin around, and then if you hit the weak point, it will be destroyed. But also, you have to hit it with a homing attack twice because it makes it spin faster. Which, if it spins like that, that doesn't really make any sense. It should spin up, actually. So that it'll make it harder to hit, and it'll also have a higher hit chance of hitting you. So you hit the thing, and then it... Of course, it spins in the direction that you hit it, so if it's spinning upwards, it spins backwards in the other... Yeah. Each hit makes it swing stronger and faster, this making it more deadly. Recommended, do not waste your time killing it. Oh, each time you hit, like, you can't ever hit the body, though. I'm wondering about this. This part on the inside, though, I do wonder what that is. Looks like a joystick, like it's for control.
And
I am a little worried. I am a little worried, though, that we had just lost PJ in chat, because now we have, what? We have practically nobody watching the stream now. The show is starting to decline in ratings. I think we need to boost
we were never really... We were never...
This is what happens when you bring friggin' politics to a show.
I love it. It's almost serious about it. Let's see.
Well, no, if anything, Rotalus brought politics into this stream. He was the one... He mentioned the SJW.
I did. That is my fault. And I want to apologize to the social justice community. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and scale this along the x-axis.
You almost committed suicide there.
I was going to say.
Almost committed suicide? Oh, dang.
Guys, this stream is getting far too political.
Hi, sisters, says Eric. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Hi. Here he comes in with that. Jeez. Scale along the x-axis, can I? So, this enemy type is a little bit interesting. In that, I don't know why I started working on it. No, I'm kidding. I do. I like the model. And I hope I can get some more drawings from Trinitoid. His kind of steampunky style sort of... Guys, it kind of pushes through.
I'm so proud of Starlet. We should all be.
Hey!
Hey! I finally seen the OG Lion King.
Yeah, what did you think of it? Tell us.
Oh my god!
You finally saw
the stars have aligned.
They have aligned, and they shine down upon us. And now we hear from Starlit Sky what he thinks of the Lion King. And I didn't like it. Get out of my house!
You will never be welcomed onto
you
this.
You're not belonging.
You'll get out for all eternity.
It's just like, incapable of handling other people's opinions to the point where.
No, Starlet's like, what did you think of the Lion King? It was good, and it was good, not great. Get out of my house!
Oh, this thing keeps its original orientation, I see. Let's delete that part. And let's say... how do I... Control A? Rotation and scale? Control A. Location. Let's turn the mirror there. Hey, there we go. Perfect. I had to change its orientation, otherwise it was still gonna... Doesn't matter. You guys don't care. Don't you
Rotalus,
worry.
what is IK ringing, Rotalus? What are shape keys?
Okay, so IK rigging is I'm glad you asked, Cryo. IK rigging is IK stands for inverse kinematics. So if you can imagine what kinematics as a word means, now imagine it. Okay, inverse kinematics is essentially like kinematics is a study of motion. So like inverse kinematics meaning the opposite motion, or like, you know, the way you bend your arm, usually it bends at the joints. But if someone were to grab your hand and then move it towards you, your arm would still bend. How was it? Yeah, we're still waiting for Starlight's response. I'm like on pins and needles here. He's not saying anything. Like he's afraid of actually putting in his opinion because he knows it's gonna make me mad, which makes me even angrier. No. How dare you? How dare you?
It's like, okay, what's I giving? Well, it's kinematic. It's like, nerd.
How dare you? I'm not a nerd. I'm a scientist. That's just like a super nerd who gets paid for it.
Unlike me, I don't get paid.
Nobody pays me for anything. I've never seen Lilo Stitch. Is it that? I've never seen Lilo and Stitch. Is that okay? It's slightly more okay than not seeing Lion King, but Lilo and Stitch is a good movie. You should watch it. It's pretty bomb. It's got aliens in it.
Honestly, pretty much every Disney movie, minus like any, is pretty good. You should probably watch them. Unless
everything
they're like
everything but Chicken Little.
Chicken Little and Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons, I like that movie. I thought it was pretty good. Wait a minute.
Starlet says 0 out of 10 for lack of Sonic.
Well, I can't fault him for that. There wasn't any Sonic.
Lion King is not Sonic for work.
I don't like him.
Nah,
all the
it was really
extremely
good. Scar's a bad dude. I don't like him. all the characters are extremely likable, and it was cute. Definitely, it was a really good movie.
Extremely likable, and it was cute. Definitely classic Disney animation. Yeah. And, yeah, no, it was good.
I love that's the best way I've ever heard somebody describe Scar. Though it's like
he's a bad
Scar's
dude.
a bad dude. I don't like him.
Don't you mean broken marriage out of 10? No, we don't mean that, CRW Gamer, because
no,
we're not
that's
tapped
not
in.
What that is.
We're not tapped into the meme culture like you are.
Talking about other things like goat blood. I still don't get that.
Why do you keep bringing it up?
No, because I don't get it.
But he's not gonna explain it to you. CRW Gamer doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. He's like the Joker. Anything. He'll let you die. And he's like, what was the point? There was no point.
He doesn't. Almost as bad as Alex, except Alex explains his jokes.
Yeah, except for what in the world was his character roster thing.
I still don't get that. It's like
how do you hate literally everybody except for Xena
and Sonic and Zaz?
Yeah, Xena, Sonic, and Zaz. One main character and literally only villains. And I disagree with him. So like that's just I told him to his digital face, hey man.
I mean he said Mighty was stupid, so
well he said that a lot about a lot of guys.
Pretty. He said like what was it?
Okay, guys, there was fun, cool, fine, and stupid. Like what are those?
Like what are those descriptors and why? Why? Like, that's just designed to make somebody angry. Like, how dare you? I mean, I guess that's the point.
Alex McGee gameplay. He just loves to cause drama.
Yeah, no. He likes Sonic 06. He thinks Xena's a good character.
No, he doesn't think Xena's a good character.
He thinks he's loves the best girl.
In way too much.
Simba for Smash, said Starlet Sky. Well, now he's on board. But what would his... Well, I guess he's... Like, you're talking about baby Simba or fully grown Simba? Or is fully grown Simba his final Smash? And he's just like a slow motion... You know, like the
what, is he gonna evolve like a Pokemon or something?
It's like the Scar versus Simba fight in the end of the movie, where they're slapping each other in slow motion. And it's like Simba just... He runs around... Like, little baby Simba's what's fighting, right? And then, like, you know, for his final Smash, he gets big... And then, like, when he comes up close to a character that he's going to hit with the final smash, it slows down and goes like, and it just knocks him off of the arena.
No. What I was thinking was he does the whole thing where he, like, grabs Scar and then, like, kicked him over the edge of the cliff.
Oh, baby Simba for Smash as an Echo Fighter. All right, that's what he meant to say.
Carl Wesner for Smash, and then Scar for Smash. What would Scar do?
He would plot behind your back to kill your dad. I don't actually imagine he would do much other than that.
You know his final smash would be the Mufasa killing moment.
Long live the king. Ah! Yeah. It'd be nice and traumatic for everybody.
No, and then you just get to see every character in Smash do the Mufasa falling in him.
Ah! It's a little drawn out if you ask me, but I'm not against it. I just don't know if we could. We don't really have the budget, is all.
Just imagine that you get to see Sonic get thrown off the edge and do the whole falling thing.
And they all die like they do in their game, so Sonic would just sort of bounce up into the air and fall down. What? My classmate said you need some milk, and not that kind from cows or goats. See, I don't even know. Whatever, man.
I don't know, man.
You're
a child. I don't understand child language.
Baby language. Gobble. That's how they talk, right?
Gobble goo.
Gobble goo goo.
Zazu for Smash, says Starlet.
He'd just lose. People just sit on him. I don't think Zazu would make a good Smash candidate if you ask me. Russell just selected.
What would his final Smash be?
Wait. Yeah, no, nothing. He doesn't do anything. He just all gets hurt. He's a comic relief character.
What would he sing? Morning Report to annoy everybody to death?
Morning Report. Maybe that's exactly what he would do. You don't know him. You don't speak for him.
I could imagine Timon and Pumbaa being a fun duo character for Smash.
Yeah. Are you talking to me? Hey, call me Mr. Pig. You would just run everyone off the... Yeah, absolutely. What did you say? Did you call him Pig? Now he's done it.
Nala
it's a
for
reference
Smash.
to a movie that
what would
nobody
Nala
watched,
do?
I love that. She's a lion. What do you mean? What would she do?
Well,
she's a straight up actual lion. Most people couldn't deal with that. She would just attack them with her claws and teeth, disemboweling them. So we need to get... There's going to be gears.
CRW says Spores Creature Creators fun, and Starlet says hi.
Spores Creature Creator is fun. It's not bad. I remember getting that game when it first came out.
So if the hyenas were in Smash, I feel like they'd be like a trio character,
yeah, they would.
Or they would be alternate skins.
No, trio characters. Like Ice Climbers, except you need 3 of them now. Bonsai, Shinzi, and Head. You do all your technical moves. If what's her name? Shinzi gets knocked off, then the other two become uncoordinated and you can't control them. They move in different directions. But they're like the other two are more powerful.
And they'd all have different attacks. What was it? Like you'd have one character be like side Bs, one be smash attacks, one be neutrals.
Yeah, let's see here. I probably should have left the circular part there.
Alright, and what would the final smash for the hyenas be?
Oh shoot! Like the end of the movie when they eat Scar, they would there'd just be a bunch of hyenas. They would surround you and then light everything on fire. No, and then just as everyone burns,
and they would just eat you all alive. They would eat every character alive.
Because once again, they're freaking hyenas. They're dangerous on their own. They don't need special attacks.
Oh, the hyena march for the final smash, they do the whole
Oh no.
They do that. I'm thinking of the Yoshi final smash, only with hyenas.
Yoshi final smash. Oh, like a herd of them or something.
Yeah.
What do you think, the guy Silver? Are you even still here?
He's muted and deafened.
Oh, he doesn't want to hear any more of this. He's sick of us.
So it says the hyenas would be like the Pokemon trainer for Smash since they control 3 characters.
No, I think it'd be cooler to control all of them at once.
I would main Ed out of the hyenas. Yeah, like Pokemon trainer. I see that. All right. Okay, so that's the body. It's actually kind of a simple model, isn't it? He gave me no color cues, so I have no idea what this would look like. But it's got gears. It's constantly spinning. So that's the thing. Does the body spin around the cockpit? It has to, right? The cockpit actually has to be separate and not move. Otherwise, that would be weird and make no sense. So I'm thinking maybe there's 2 stages. You knock off the arms that swing around, right? When you break the weak point, the ball, like the club on the end falls off, and so does the ball for attack. And that leaves the guy in the way still. He's still, like, there, but he's just sort of defenseless and wedged between the wall and the corridor. And then you do a final attack to destroy his ship, and he disappears. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm creating these moves things while I'm doing this, which is probably not great. But you know what? My new directorial position allows me these moments.
Inky says hi.
Hey, Inky, how's it going, man? What's good? Welcome to the stream.
The show.
Welcome to the big show. NBA, the show. Why is this not working?
This is the greatest show.
This is the greatest show. Or whatever. The Greatest Showman. I don't understand that movie or why it exists. It's like, why would you make a movie about a guy his most famous quote is how he exploits people? It's like, oh, there's one born every minute. Like a sucker born every minute. It's like, that's where that comes from. Why is he the good guy? If anything, he's a villain in his own story. Whatever, man. It's weird to me.
So, who's getting TSR, says Charlotte.
I will probably buy it, especially if you guys are going to play it online. I want to play with you guys. That'd be fun. I'll buy it, and we'll do races, maybe on Lazy Game Stream, or maybe whenever you guys feel like playing it, off stream, obviously. But I'd be down.
Starlet says,
The Greatest Showman is high school musical for college years.
That's pretty true. Have you seen that movie though? It's so weird. It's like, why did you make? Why though?
I don't remember any of it. I've seen it. I know I've seen it. I don't remember it very well, except for the fact that the musical sequences seemingly came out of nowhere, and they were very...
It's like, sure, musical sequences by default come out of nowhere, but like these didn't seem earned, because it takes place in real life. It's like, people hated Pocahontas for doing that, for being like, not accurate to the story or the person or any of the, the personalities involved. And we're like, no, we're going to make a movie about P.T. freaking Barnum. Famous villain. And bad person. And try to make him the good guy. I've seen pretty... We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of that
like,
song, but except you're all in this together. I look normal and therefore have a regular life. You guys are freaks. Anyway, what were you saying?
Like, I'm thinking, all of I don't know why. Disney knows how to do musicals in their animated movies, except, like, for maybe Pocahontas, but, like, what is it?
No, the songs in Pocahontas were good. The movie itself was just bad.
Disney's live action movies do not know how to do musicals. Like, they do not.
Original. Like,
they don't.
What was it? Enchanted? Like, How Do You Know She Loves...
Worked.
Huh?
Enchanted worked. I still need to see that movie.
It has one...
Like, I haven't seen...
one main song in it, but it's a good one. And it's fun. But it's also an original story, so it's not based on anything else. I think, and this is my opinion, which means it's absolute law and canon to the show, that when they make a movie based on a property that they already own, say Aladdin or The Lion King or Beauty and the Beast, invariably the audience will be comparing it to the original. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And
like, the thing that infuriated me about the recent Aladdin clip was how how did they mess up the lyrics to that song?
You know what?
They said, show some respect. Yeah, genuflect down on one knee. No, it's supposed to be, it's
genuflect, show some respect down on one knee. No, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, it's whatever. Taking liberties. I don't like it personally because you changed something that I'm familiar with. I mean, that's just the pedantic person inside of me screaming and trying to get out. But it's just,
also,
it's a great way to show how limited they are with a live action movie compared to a 2D animated one. Like, yeah, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff as we saw in Avengers Endgame and other movies like that, but with the budget that you have, you might as well have just done a CG movie.
Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm imagining that would be really cool if they're gonna remake the movies, just remake the 2D animated movies in, like, your 3D animated style, but that's just...
James Marsden is like, Prince in Enchanted. So when he's not being a buddy cop friend with Sonic, he's singing Prince. Oh, biology, what have you done to me? How the heck can you make a song out of that?
Like, I'm thinking, I don't get it. I don't
get the reference, Inky. You're gonna have to explain that one. We're a little bit,
but
we're not
like,
as good at you at this.
Also, when Will Smith says, try your best to stay calm, brush up your Friday... Did he say Friday's alarm?
It's probably Friday Salam. I don't know why they changed it from Friday... Sunday... From Sunday to Friday, if that's what they did. I don't know why.
In the original, the lyric was Sada's alarm.
No. It brush off your Sunday Salam.
Was it Sada's or Sunday?
Sunday.
Or was it...
Your Sunday salam. It's almost like, your Sunday best, but
yeah,
salam is just
Sunday
something
salam.
that you say to people, like assalamu alaikum. It's a greeting,
yeah.
But also,
why did they change it from Sunday to Friday though? It's like these random changes for no reason.
Disney
is this how you're going to stand out from the original?
I mean, they did, but also no one cares about the Disney remake of Freaky Friday. They've been doing this for a long time. Freaky Friday, 101 Dalmatians, 102 Dalmatians. Also, Herbie Fully Loaded. Didn't watch that movie either. Next they'll be doing the one with the little monkey, the chimpanzee, my little furry 4-foot friend or whatever. Which is, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's going to turn out the Disney body. And they're like, we're doing it now.
No. Paramount, the Sonic movie is canceled and the project moves on to Disney, but it's not going to be an animated Disney film, it's going to be a live-action musical Disney film with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I would like it if it was an animated film. I think it would work best as an animated film. People defend that movie still, but I don't
see it.
They're objectively wrong, and they need to live with that.
Especially since now that the movie has been delayed so that they can change Sonic's design for every single scene that he's in. Every single scene that he's in. For every single scene, they're going to change his design, even slightly, but they are going to change it up until the final release, which still isn't changing. So I feel bad for every animator over at Paramount right now.
Wait, they're not changing the release date?
Nope, they're not.
Okay, I didn't think they would because they don't have time to. They don't I mean, you'd think that they would if they really cared about changing the design or whatever, which I don't believe that they do care. I think they just said that. But still, whatever.
I feel bad for the animators, though. Like, everyone over there, because now they're going to have to work overtime. Probably not get paid extra for that.
No, they probably will. There's no way you can... Actually, no, they're not unionized, so there's no way they can actually bargain for that. So they're just going to have to suck it up and work extra more hours. That's why I want to be an animator, modeler guy for movies, but then also I really don't want that. Because, these guys get treated badly. I don't know if I can handle it. What movie got delayed? No movie was delayed. We were just saying that the Sonic movie probably should be delayed if they're going to make all the changes that they're talking about. My little freaking nature, Sonic. Oh, I'm a fast little freaking nature, Sonic. He didn't say that. Did he say that?
Yeah. I don't think he says that in the trailer.
Okay. I mean, it feels like something he would say because, like, oh, look, we're being self-referential. But no, shut up. You can't. You can't. You officially aren't allowed. We've taken it away.
Like, I love how that movie looks so bad that people think there's a conspiracy about it. Like, oh, this is a fake trailer, right, Sonic? They always had a good Sonic design. They're saving it for later. It's like, no, you're giving them too much credit.
Yeah, why would they do that? That would hurt them, and that would hurt their stocks. These people aren't thinking about trolling the audience. They want you to buy tickets to see the movie. They're not playing around. They're like, this is too important to them to ever. But then
again, it does. If there's one piece of evidence that supports that, it's that now everyone knows about the Sonic movie.
Yeah, like to an alarming degree, everyone knows about this movie. If there's gonna be exposed gears on the Gear Gwa,
Miles Morales and Ultimate Alliance 3. Yeah, I saw that. I want to play that game. That looks good.
Miles Morales and Marvel Ultimate Stuff. Okay, cool. Bringing in Miles Morales. I wonder if they're going to keep with his design, or they're going to just conform him to the way the game looks. Probably just conform him to the way the game looks, because all those things have different.
They're probably going to go based off of the comic design.
Yeah,
the way Miles looks.
That it makes sense.
But like, I don't know why that Ultimate Alliance 3 is coming out now, because like they had Ultimate Alliance 1 in like 2006.
You don't even know if you're gonna like it, Starlet. And then saying he's your main already. Calm down.
And then what is it? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 came out in like 2009, and then 10 years later, Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah, no, that's called pumping them out, because we don't know what
that's reviving a dead franchise.
We're getting this money, all right? Don't at me. First of all, I won't respond. What, Inky Pie? What's going on now? What's going on now, Inky? You're always saying things. You're like Alex with this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me? I'm always making fun of him, and I shouldn't. It's not fair. He's not here. I should make fun of him.
He's the butt of every joke.
Well, you and him. Neck and neck.
Well, people take me more seriously, I think.
Yeah, sure. No,
I think.
That's messed up. That's real messed up. I'm sorry. I want to make.
Wait, does that mean Spider-Man Peter Parker won't be in it?
Oh no, Ultimate Alliance. No, Peter's in that.
I mean, they often have multiples of. Oh, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say, do they have multiples of each character? Maybe they don't.
No, they have alternate suits and things like that. I think this is the first time in Ultimate Alliance where you get like two versions of the same character. But in the comics, like Miles and Peter are in the same world all the time now, because there was an event that sort of collided. Like, it pretty much erased the multiverse of Marvel, so that now there's only like one or two main universes, like separate realities, and that like the Ultimate Universe basically crossed over with the main 616 universe and was pretty much completely erased except for Miles Morales. He was the only thing that was saved from the Ultimate Universe, and now he's in the main universe.
That would feel awful if I was him. Like, oh no, I'm the only survivor of an entire universe. You know how they have survivor's guilt whenever you survive like some traumatic event? I feel like he has that.
Yeah.
He's got that bad.
Like, what is it? Miles Morales, he just gets treated so badly sometimes. Like, in Civil War 2, there was an Inhuman named Ulysses that could, like, see the future, and they were, like, there was a whole thing about, Tony Stark and Captain Marvel fighting over, like, what was it? Like, if this guy can see criminals and events that happen before they happen, like, should we, like, arrest those people before they commit crimes or whatever and stuff like that? And like, and sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. Like, they're not 100% correct predictions. He just sees the most likely possible outcomes.
Right.
As like, what is it? Tony Stark was all like, yeah, we shouldn't take all of his stuff as gospel or whatever. And Captain Marvel was like, no, we need to arrest people and kill them before it happens or whatever. And there was one moment that pretty much like was the biggest moment where like, they were in a battle or whatever. And, Ulysses saw a future where Miles Morales killed Captain America, and then Captain Marvel was ready to arrest Miles forever and then just basically have him die. because he possibly would have killed Captain America in a possible future timeline.
Captain Marvel's seeming a lot more like Batman every day. If there's like a 1% chance, we need to take it as an absolute certainty. It's like, geez, that doesn't seem very scientific. I'm not a scientist, I'm a billionaire. Get it right.
In the comic, yeah, like in the comics, Captain Marvel is a terrible person.
I mean, that's what happens when you write a character like Superman. It's hard to make them good.
Yeah, like, Captain Marvel is pretty much full of herself and constantly talks down to people. Like, that's her entire character. Kind of terrible.
Uh-oh.
Like,
I'm sorry.
What is it? Scarlet says, wait, can we talk about Endgame here or no?
Well, we can't talk about spoilers because I have no idea who has watched it. And the
directors flat out said the spoiler time is over.
Well,
so
they
it's
can
like,
say that. And sure, I've watched the movie, so I wouldn't be spoiled or anything. But I don't want to, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't know, man.
CRW says, no one takes you seriously, Cryo. Oh, CRW, I would expect nothing more from you. And then,
says Joshua Simonson. Hey, welcome, Joshua Simonson. How you doing?
I got a job interview, says Joshua.
Oh,
nice.
Very nice. Now you can be like the rest of us, a wage slave, pining away for the man. Well, actually, no. You don't have a job.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Cryo's the only one of us who's free. Everyone else lives under the thumb of the man.
The man.
The man.
No, I like to think like Josh was like, yeah, I got good news, guys. I got a job interview. Oh, that's fantastic. I failed horribly. Oh, no.
Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear it. That's messed up.
He already has a part-time job.
If they said the spoiler ban is lifted, no, I already have one part-time job. Well, that's good. Woo, job, says somebody. Who said that?
Starlet. And then I'm going to get another.
So he's getting 2 part-time jobs.
So it's like a 1 full-time job. That's smart. He's efficient. That's what it is. It's like, I'm not going to work a full-time job. I'm going to work 2 part-time jobs. That way, in between them, I get paid almost as much, and I don't have to work nearly as long. I don't know. Maybe I work more. I have no idea how that works out, but I hope it works for you, is all I can say. Good on you, though.
I don't have a job.
No, that is true. Cryo is jobless, but thankfully, he still goes to high school and lives with his parents, so he doesn't need one. So, I'm not even saying that as a bad thing. It's just like,
No, yeah. It's just the facts, man.
Treasure these moments. You'll look back and go like, man, I wish I didn't have to go to work today. I wish Mommy could do it. Mommy used to do everything.
I'm a child, but I'm an independent child.
Independent child don't need no mom. I'm sorry. The guy Silver from becoming political. No. He doesn't care. He's not even in here anymore.
He's not even here anymore. He better get back here!
It's probably just late where he is. It's like... No, it isn't, actually. Wait a minute.
It's not. It's like 5 o'clock. He's like 6.
Yeah, he's probably just doing something else because he's got other things to do. He, in fact, was talking about those other things earlier in his other chats. I know you.
People learn so much about me every single time they join me in a VC. Yeah. I'm jobless, which you could kind of infer, but like...
Yeah, I assumed. I wasn't thinking, like, what kind of money is Cryo pulling down? He's pulling down that allowance money at most.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a job, so I'm sad, but that's expected. And then, like, there are no girls where I live, apparently.
Yeah, no, they don't exist.
Oh.
I'm walking here! Okay. I'm trying.
Why are there no women in New York, Ruthless?
I don't know, because that's how I assume. Crap was like, bam. Hulk was like, well, pow. Thanos was like, this creme brulee is to die for. And Banjo-Kazooie died. Mama, what happened to Papa? Sweetie, your father never coming back. Get used to it. Wow, CRW. Boom. Endgame spoiled. So, what are you modeling, Rodolus? Cryo? No. I'm modeling
Wait, what?
An enemy type. I'm reading all the chats. Like I said, I told you I was going to let you know every time I was reading the chat, because you told me that I wasn't going to hold you to it. And now the chickens have come home to roost.
I am trying to read the chat. I would have read the chat, but you're going too fast for me, which makes me feel very inefficient. I said I had low self-esteem. I only care about what people think of me on the internet, and if I can't do things well on the internet, I have nothing to live for.
I mean, it's true. Let's see here. It's awful. Okay, so I'm modeling a enemy type called the Geargwa. I think that's an A. It could be an S. No, that's an A, so this is an A. Boom. The Geargwa. Drawn by one of our concept artists. His name is Trinitoid.
Trinitroid.
Lives in the Philippines.
Is it Trinitroid or Trinitoid?
Well, how's it spelled? Because I always said toid. If there's an R in there, I wasn't aware of it. I just thought it was Trinitoid.
It is blah 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 blah. Trinitroid.
Trinitroid. All right then. No wonder he likes those kinds of putting Tron and Troid and stuff into all of his work. And
makes it wow.
This thing used to be called the Rotomatron, apparently. He changed it to Geargwa, which doesn't make more sense. I liked Rotomatron. I don't know. Something about that ROTA at the beginning makes me feel great. Anyway, it's a spinning enemy that is stationary. So it stands between, like in corridors, between walls, and it spins around, and it has a weak point on one end, and like a mace on the other end, like a swinging mace. So you have to attack the weak point so that it slows down. No, it actually speeds up every time you attack it. So you attack it, it speeds up, and then the second time you hit it, it'll destroy the weak point. I think it would be great if when you hit it the second time, it destroys the weak point and the mace comes off, leaving this glass, what I'm assuming is a transparent glass area exposed, which is the true weak point. You attack that, and that kills the enemy, so he's no longer blocking your path. So, that's what I'm currently working on. It's called the Geargwa. And if you look at Trinitroid on, on Twitter and that kind of stuff, he seems to have, like, an affinity for the, for steampunk and that kind of art style. It sort of filters into this work as well. There's a lot of gears on this robot, whereas there are no gears on other machines in our game, for the most part. But I don't mind that, because I think it looks neat, and I would like to get more drawings, more artwork from Trinitoid in the future. But
Trinitroid.
Yeah, Trinitroid. Thanos then dies, snap his fingers.
Starlet says, I have to do some stuff for Dubs, but I will return later if you're still here.
I will most likely still be here, Starlet's guy. You have any idea how long these streams run usually? Forever, basically. So,
we have like another 4 hours at least.
At least. And I'm feeling really good today. Like, we can get a lot of things done today.
Rodolus is feeling hump!
I'm feeling it. Humpity hump hump hump. Yep. Okay. As John Trump would say, let's see here. I'm just making little gear, what are they called? The teeth that go on gears? I'm sure they have a name, but I don't know what it is. Don't correct me, I don't want to know. I want to pretend I know everything.
Too bad I can't join the Discord, VC, says Inky.
Oh yeah, we're not on our... Oops. I set that up so that we could... I set that up so that we could have Discord chats, and then I didn't let anybody else in. At some point, I'm gonna remember what that's for, and actually run my stream, or run my Discord VC on the Discord server. Currently, we're in the game design server, so that was like the other thing. Is like I very much want
the game design server. You mean the Twin Flight server?
Yeah, that's what it is. Unless, what do you think if it's something different?
I think of it as the Twin Flight server, not the game design server.
Well, what is Twin Flight Studios other than a game developer at this point?
I mean, you're not wrong, but
how dare you challenge
sounds
me? Weird.
I
don't like it when people correct me. I don't like it. I hate it. Ah! Okay. I'm so mad. I might just scream.
I'm so triggered right now!
What's up with that accent? Well, you don't like my accent? You triggering.
Don't you dare! I don't like it when people make fun of my accent!
It's perfectly normal. People talk like this all the time. Jeez.
All the time!
Where do you live? Stupidsville? Stupidsville?
No, I live in New York, which is the same thing.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that about New York. Here we're very pro New York on the Rotalist podcast live stream, whatever this is. You're
blowing out the mic, says
oh, sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
This is why no one loves you, Cryo. Oh man. Just starts a feud right there, man. Everybody loves Cryo. I mean, there's a list, and there's some people on it, and those people love Cryo, as far as I know.
And who are those people, Rotalist?
I don't want to talk about
Are you on that list?
Let's not get too deep into details here. There's no need.
That means you're not. That means you're not on the list.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say it, but it's true.
No, of course not. What were we talking about? I mean, we weren't talking about... I mean, come on, guys.
No.
So this is a separate object. I'm going to make this a separate object, too, so they can... I don't know. I want to have a couple of different counter rotations. I think it would look pretty cool if we had that, so... Reno V. Also, the music stopped playing because it thinks I went to sleep. Give me a second to start that pupper back up.
Details aren't needed all the time, says Inky.
What do you mean? Are you talking about me?
What about details?
Yeah, what do you mean details aren't needed? Wait, oh, no. When I was saying I don't want to get into the details. Okay. The details of whether or not I'm on the list of people who loves Cryo. I don't want to talk about, details.
What people do love me? What people love me? I need to know.
Funny how? Do I amuse you? Are you amused?
I mean,
are you
slightly,
not entertained?
Yes. I'm a little entertained, yes, but... Who on the list of people that love me? Who loves me?
I don't know. You know what? You want me to say it? You want me to come out and say it? I don't know who loves you. No idea. Makes no sense to me whether anyone is on that list. I don't get them.
Oh, you don't get them, do you?
Well, do I? No, I don't. Stop it.
List, do you know what kind of list this is? It's a fabricated list. Because no one loves you.
That's a hurtful thing to say. Not me. Inky loves you. Cryogenic. You know what, CRW Gamer? I'm almost certain the opposite is true. You absolutely adore Cryo. Otherwise, you wouldn't talk about him so bad. You're just like one of those Sunderegg.
Yeah, you're just like, man, it's not like I love him.
It's not like I love you or anything. Ugh. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. You terrible stereotype, you. You stereotype of a woman that doesn't exist anywhere in or man, who doesn't exist at all anywhere. Rotate along X. Yeah. There we go. That's probably more gears than are necessary. And they don't really look functional, but that doesn't matter. And it'll grab onto the wall. You don't have to... That's not what love is, CRW Gamer, and you know it. It's not always to do with somebody... Whatever. I need to watch Kim Possible. You need to watch it? You're talking about the movie or the show in general? Because the show, I think it's a pretty good show. You should definitely check it out. I don't know about need, but it's not bad. But yeah, we're so slow. The show. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. Like I say, you won't feel like you wasted your time. It's not bad. Movie, not so much. Yeah, I wouldn't say that the movie was even... I haven't seen it. I've seen the cartoon movies like Kim Possible So the Drama also. Did Cryo leave? Am I alone again? I am alone. All have left. Oh no! Cryo didn't get back and said Thanos. The stream is still going, right? You guys can still see everything that's happening here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Cryo couldn't handle it. Cryo couldn't handle it. Ooh. All right, whatever. Back to work. I'm sure he'll be back. Also, I need to watch House of Mouse. I feel like that's a big old investment of time, isn't it? Oops. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat, make sure I don't miss anything you guys say. Also, what couldn't Cryo handle? Is it even possible? What couldn't Cryo handle? Is that even possible? I don't know. Cryo had he disappeared. I think there is an internet issue on his end, unfortunately, but I'm sure he'll be back as soon as he can, if he wants to come back. So much verbal abuse. I don't know if I would have, if he was him. I was him, I wouldn't. Y'all be mean to Cryo. Y'all be too mean to him. One day he gonna get revenge on you, and you won't like it at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a bit little. So this is the question that I have. I'm already thinking about how I'm going to rig this guy. I mean, he's so simple, but then also not very simple. I don't know if this is a face or if this is a cockpit. I think it's going to be a cockpit. Who would sit in this? What would be the point? Not a cockpit. It's not a cockpit. It's just like a glass thing with some like antennas, computer stuff in there. There's verbal abuse on VPL? Say it ain't so. Well, not really. I was kind of joking. CRW Gamer, that no one loves him. I think CRW Gamer is just projecting. Not projecting and saying that no one loves CRW Gamer. It's just that, you know, they have differences of opinions. Opinions that don't make any sense when you really think about it. Anyway, back to work. I'm really still trying to figure out what this even is on the inside of it. I should have probably asked Finitoid before I started making this. And CRW Gamer Cryo is a legend in his own mind. It's not possible that no one loves him. I dubbed him the sidekick here, so he knows I'm a fan. Mr. Win. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to go. Oh, jeez. That's a reference to... Hey, spoilers for Infinity War. Don't you be up in here in my chat spoiling what happens in Avengers Affinity War? Affinity? You know. All that stuff. that happened. Let me think. I'm gonna make an interior. There he is, spoiling stuff. Wahaha. Oddly, I saw the movie, but can't remember the scene. Shame on me. It's like one of the last scenes in the movie. What is your biggest memory from Avengers: Infinity War that came out last year? Wait, was it last year? Yeah, it was. Wow.
Oh, okay. Remember when I was on that planet and then I got all dusty and I was.
Oh right. Welcome back, Cryo. Looks like you've been Hulk snapped back into existence. Spoilers for Endgame, by the way. So, welcome back to the chat, Cryogen Gamer. Yeah.
What happened? It's been 5 years. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, it doesn't matter because everyone else you know has also been dead for 5 years. So it's fine. Any sort of girlfriend that you had, she also died, so you still got a chance.
Yay!
The world hasn't essentially left you behind, which, you know, is good in some ways, because that would be really hard to explain in lore, like why people are just alright with what happened, which...
So, what about all of his other friends? Did they just all get snapped or something? I don't know.
Please get off my back.
So, how are we going to explain how Peter and all of his friends are still alive, you know? And it feels like that'd be very difficult to find out, who was snapped and who wasn't. Actually it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Really? How so? I don't know. Alright.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so that's kind of the interior-ish look.
What have people been saying about me while I was gone?
A lot of bad things. You should read it.
Oh, let me see. No one loves him. You stop with that. Stop right now.
The whole
Please
dang
stop.
Chat by coming back. I mean, I love Rotalist too. Like a son, but I cannot hold down the chatty experience and do work. Oh, but he cannot hold down the chatty experience. No, I can't. I cannot.
Something incredible that happened. I was typing out the what is it? I can sense Thanos. Right as I said that, I heard thunder out from outside, right outside my window. So it's like, Snap was real. I was just thinking, like, no, the first thing that came to my mind, I said I can sense Thanos. Thunder happens. I'm just thinking, something's happening.
Someone's coming, or they're here. Whatever the girl said.
No, that's what Mantis said before she died.
Mantos. Yes. Mantos. Like Manta with a Thanos chin. That'd be great. Ew! Look at how nasty that became all of a sudden.
No, I'm just thinking of Mantis with like a Thanos like build, like.
Just doing the same mannerisms and everything.
Yep.
I am inevitable.
touch Peter Parker's hand or touches his shoulder or whatever, it's like, you feel love for Zendaya. Well, no, I don't. Sexual love.
Oh, jeez. Let's see here.
That movie's amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I was about to say, what are you... There's a couple of amazing movies came out recently. I don't know which one you even mean at this point. There's so many to choose from, eh?
So, okay, which one do you prefer, Guardians 1 or 2?
That's a tough question. I don't actually know. It's like I like a lot of them. I like Guardians 1 because it was just so surprising and refreshing. Had never thought that was gonna work. I went to see it because it looked interesting, and I like space movies, but I didn't expect it to be any good. And I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that not only was it good, it was like one of the best Marvel movies, probably one of the most original ones. And I know everyone else has said that, so I don't sound original saying it. But when they're all telling you the truth, you got to take that into account. Like,
Guardians 1 and 2 are my favorite movies in the MCU. Like, yeah, they're really good to me. But like, I feel like Guardians 1, I like its like structure more and its pacing a lot more. But like, what is it? Guardians 2, I feel like has like, I don't know, like it feels like a better story and better presentation. That movie looks amazing. Guardians 2 is like my favorite. They don't have to
introduce all the characters to us anymore, so we can focus on the actual plot. Because you can't imagine them trying to do all of that in the first one. I found it interesting that no one even mentions the fact that there was a gigantic plant spore on Earth that was growing all over everything. Like, we're just not even going to talk about it, apparently. Okay.
Like, what? Like, at least, like, what is it? I think one of my favorite lines from Guardians 1, my favorite thing from that entire movie, was how, I think it was Gamora, yeah, it was definitely Gamora, said, that she will not be, swayed by Peter's, pelvic sorcery.
Pelvic sorcery, right, yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good line, man.
Like, I think my favorite moment from, like, all of Guardians 2 was probably, the Nebula Gamora fight. From, like, the moment where Gamora's just sitting there in that field.
Yeah.
And just, like,
sort of
cuts down.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
so,
like
I'm sorry.
Wait, Ego's planet just, like, looks amazing. Like, that's probably my favorite location in the MCU, because they're super colorful.
Oh, yeah, it's just like an acid trip. Also, it's really cool because it's, like, very stylistically a comic book world. You know exactly what they'd make something like that look like. And I also appreciate that sort of thing when they're able to really go full comic book with these stories, these movies. Because I feel like I'm reading the pages of a comic book that I never read because I've never really been into comic books like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be
like, what would you say is your favorite member of the Guardians team?
I don't want to be too obvious, but I really like Rocket Raccoon. I like Drax. I don't know. It's a tough question. You're asking the real tough questions today. PJ Squared said tough question. Joshua Simonson says both. Like, there's a lot of stuff. I don't like Thanos' chin situation at all. Mentos the Fresh Maker. He's coming for you. Okay, sorry Joshua for missing everything you said, but that's Cryo's job.
Like, Drax, I think, has some of the best lines in the Guardians movies. Like, where it's like, don't worry, Mantis, you can do it, I believe in you. And then she does it, it's like, oh, thank God, I did not believe you at all.
Mantis gets hit 2 seconds later. Mantis, looks out! Yeah, Drax said that. I remember that. That was great. Mantis, look out! I don't understand. Drax is all like, you are ugly, but you know someone loves you, because they are not hiding. It's good. It's all like, it's like, I don't know, your freaky perceptions of whatever attraction is, Drax.
Like, what is it? Drax making fun of Peter liking Gamora, and then Mantis just touches him and just bursts out laughing. Or probably the most, like, subtle one of the more touching moments in the entire MCU is when, like, Drax is talking about his family, just dead silent, and then Mantis just touches him and just starts crying her eyes out.
Yeah. He feels a lot of pain. There's no way to do this any faster. Oops.
And then there's the moment where he's, like, tied onto the back of the, what's the name of the ship?
The Milano?
The Milano, yeah, and he's just, like, smacking into trees. Just, like, they land, and it's like, do it again!
Again! Yeah, he's like, almost comically, no, not obviously comically, but
indestructible.
Almost cartoonishly indestructible. Or cartoonishly, like, his character is straight up, like, reminds me a lot of Toph from The Last Airbender. Just sort of nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I am not Toph, I am Melon Lord!
No, I'm thinking of Toph. I'm thinking of Toph from, like, that one episode of Avatar when they're in the play. Like, that, like, brutish version of Toph, that's Drax.
My name is Toph, because that sounds like cut. He cut it out.
I can create sonic waves with my mouth.
Yeah. See, I got a pretty good look at you right there. Are you still there? Your voice got really quiet.
Wait, what?
Okay, no. I guess you went away from the microphone or something because your volume seemed to go down a bit. There's a better way to do this, I'm sure. I just don't know what it is. Like, probably from the outset I should have done this. Because these aren't going to be even at all. I'm just sort of eyeballing this whole process. Thankfully, being repetitive is not a problem for me. I love this sort of work. I think that's probably what drew me to Blender in the first place. MCU's most adorable character, Baby Groot. He's not bad. I still, I don't know. Are we going to be able to... I guess people were wondering if we were going to like Baby Groot at all, so... I guess whatever form Groot takes in the future, it doesn't matter. People are going to like it. He's Groot.
Okay, so I'm thinking that, what is it? Like, that in this scene, War Machine should, there should really be some consequences during the scene, so I'm thinking we should kill War Machine. It's like, no, this is a Marvel movie. You can't have people die.
I mean, you're gonna kill somebody.
How about? I'm really hoping that, like, what is it? Guardians 3 isn't going to follow the plot that I think it's going to follow.
That's fine.
Replacement Gamora, essentially.
Oh,
really hope they don't do that.
Follow you up on that. What is PJ Squared saying? Drove you to Blender is accurate. Okay, yes. Repetitive stuff. What were you saying? Okay, so you're talking about Gamora copy replacement? I don't know about the replacement Gamora. Because I really like the original Gamora, and it's going to be hard to get to the new Gamora. Because it's not the same one. She doesn't have the same experience.
I'm really hoping that they don't just replace Gamora with a new Gamora.
I mean, yeah, same character, same actress, but it feels weird, right? It's like, but that's not her, though.
It feels cheap.
It is.
Like, if they just replace Gamora with another Gamora, it'll feel like Gamora's death meant nothing. Like, her entire character arc was just wasted. Or, like...
Yeah, because we don't get to see her...
Or at least that she was cut off early, because it feels like there was so much more you could have done with, like, the original Gamora. And it's like, for her to just die and then just instantly be replaced by a new one feels kind of
the fact
cheap.
that we're starting over again, and I don't like that feeling either. It's like, we gotta start all over? It's like, we spent so much time with the other one. Like, why are you trying to make me do this again?
Hashtag not my Gamora.
Oh, no, but... I feel like that's something people would set up. Like, oh, that's not the real Gamora. It's not like they can... what, bring her back? Yeah, no, it's not like they can do that at all. It's not like, Gamora is canonically has a healing factor. Or anything. No, sure.
Like, Vormir, Vormir and the Soul Stone are tied to the Eternals, which is why nobody can be brought back. It's because the Eternals have a grip on it. One of the first Phase 4 Marvel movies after Black Widow is going to be the Eternals, so they could totally do some retconning with that and then just bring Gamora back.
Yeah, or let's be like, oh no, she didn't die. It's all about the sacrifice. No one actually has to be dead.
It's all about the sacrifice. So why didn't Thor just throw over a beer keg over Vormir's cliff?
Well, it has to be a person, I think.
Does it have to be?
Well, of course, that just ruins my original argument that no one has to die. I was saying, I was like, yeah, it doesn't have to. I've ruined my
by
own
your
argument.
own logic.
Well, looks like I've snookered my case. Oh well, it happens
You
sometimes.
snookered your case.
Which happens. Dad's leaves. No, that's terrible.
He's gonna be back in 20 minutes, says Joshua.
All right, see you when you get back. I'm assuming this is shower time for Joshua. Usually
No, he's
takes
gonna take a
20
walk.
Minutes.
But I think my favorite character in the Guardians movies is probably Peter.
Peter
Probably
Quill?
my favorite character.
He's a good character. Yeah. He's of course he's our human character, so that we can be introduced to all this crazy space stuff. So he's useful in that way, because even though he's lived there his entire life, so he doesn't do much to explain anything. But he's still someone to look at and go like, hey, that's a person. I recognize the general shape of a human being. I can do this. Nothing too crazy.
Like, plus Peter Quill is my spirit animal. That kind of makes me feel a connection towards him.
You feel spirit animal, Peter Quill. My spirit animal is... What's up?
Peter Quill is totally my spirit animal. He's too much like me.
Oh, I see. Rocket Raccoon is a spirit animal. Unto himself.
Well, yeah. Rocket's the raccoon, but Peter Quill's the spirit animal.
The fact that Ant-Man's daughter is now a teen looking like she's 20 in only 5 years is scary. Well, yeah. It also sucks because it's like going back to
teenagers
prison.
don't look
like she just got her
teenagers
dad
didn't look like they were 20 in the 2010s.
Well, see, the movie takes place in 2023, so you don't know what happened in the future.
See, everyone's saying it takes place in 2023 when the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige themselves let out a timeline stating that Infinity War takes place in 2017. And having Endgame, the opening, only take place months after the end of Infinity War means that the 5-year time skip would land the movie someplace in the year 2022, not 2023. But everyone follows the timeline in a way that makes it so that when the movies come out is when the films take place, when the timeline, thanks to Spider-Man Homecoming's typo, screwed over everything and makes half of the movie's quotes about time, about where it fits in the timeline, like the 8 years Tony Stark was Iron Man in Civil War by Vision, now making no sense. As a fix to the timeline, just created more plot holes that weren't there before, even though they could have just fixed the typo in Spider-Man Homecoming to say 5 years later instead of 8 years later after the opening.
Okay. Go to bed. You need to go to bed. No, you need to stop eating so much chocolate and go to bed.
Why chocolate specifically?
I don't know. That seemed to be an ailment of yours. Something's going on.
Why?
I think it's the chocolate. I blame the chocolate.
Something's going on here.
I'm not a very good parent, but I need you to stop doing the chocolate. I'm a complete...
You're not a good parent? You aren't a parent.
I am.
You have no children, Rhodalus.
You don't know that. All my models are my children. I'm making one right now. Don't look at me! It's very personal what's happening here.
Don't look at me make my children. Okay, I wouldn't look at that anyway. But...
I don't know what I'm talking about. You can go ahead and ignore all of that. Scale this in. Pull it down. These are like the feet, the suction cups. Not suction cups. They're bolted into the wall. But... Is that your dog? Is that your dog? There we go. Those might be too long, but I don't know if I care. Oof-de-doof-de-doof-de-doof. Hit that save button, because I haven't saved any of this. Oops. the next time I do one of these streams, I'm gonna be working on trying to make sure materials work in Unity, because I have a lot of ideas on how to do that sort of thing. But and of course we have access to some tutorials on how to do it. This should be interesting figuring that out. Okay. Hey! So I'm thinking we're gonna do here is we're gonna hey. These streams are quiet when I'm not around. That is true, Cryogenic Gamer. But there's plenty of music to listen to, so that's just as good, right? It's like a symbiotic relationship we have together, I think. I just need someone to be talking in the background. Otherwise, my streams are incredibly boring to listen to and to watch. But if you have questions in the chat, feel free to ask them, and I will give you one of my patented, incredibly long-winded and meandering answers. Prepare yourself. It's gonna be one of them days. This medium, no, individual Orions. And then how about that snap, eh? Hi. So, how about that snap? Well, which one do you mean? The last snap? Or the one of the million of other snaps that happened throughout the movie? There were so many snaps, it was like cheapening the original. I'm kidding, no, really. I think there was just the right enough snaps in this movie. Actually, shouldn't be hard to do. Too quiet? Cryogenic Gamer. What is happening here? Thanos happened. So the internet must have gone bad again, which is unfortunate. Lol, just imagine Canadians talking about it. Oh, how about that snap, eh? Oh, I see. That's what you were going for. Alright. Ah, death! Yeah, no, I was having a problem like that similar this week. The internet was just kind of, oops. That looks weird. This thing's gonna crash. Alright, that's better. Oh, let's see what people are saying now. I'm gonna have to go back to reading my book by the author of the Bourne trilogy. Dun dun dun. Read it right, Rotalist, too. The way Cryogenic Gamer would. The Chancellor Manuscript. Mr. Wynn, you're me until I get back. I'm you all the time because I'm crazy, remember? All of you are just a figment of my imagination. Keep the lore right. If you're gonna have canon, you gotta stick to your canon. Duh. That's rules number 1. Butter. Oh, you're back, I see. Okay. What's happening? Oh. Like that movie where this one guy had all these personalities and they were stranded at this motel. I've actually heard of that movie, PJ Squared. I'm trying to think. It had a name. Always reminded me of the Phil Hendry Show on steroids. Nobody here knows what the Phil Hendry Show is, but it was this show that came on in California where I used to live, and it was great. In fact, just a second here. One moment. I'll be right back.
It's time for me to take over.
Yeah, sure. The Shining? No, it wasn't The Shining. Split? No, I don't think so. It's an older movie than that. Okay, Google. There was this movie where this one guy had a bunch of personalities and they were killing each other. What was the movie?
These came back from a search.
Identity is what it's called. Okay, yes. Identity.
No one calls me Butter, Mr. Wynn.
Alright, sure. Identity. Stranded in the desolate Nevada motel during a nasty rainstorm, 10 strangers become acquainted with each other when they realize that they are being killed off one by one. John Cusack, Ray Liotta, Amanda Peet, films depicting multiple personalities disorder. That's what it's called. It's called Identity. And I always imagined if they did a reboot, they should cast Phil Hendry. He'd be the perfect psychopath. Anyway, once again, no one knows who Phil Hendry is. He's one of my favorite radio hosts back in the KFI days when they were still doing radio. Mandatory viewing for the Thick Squad. Probably should check it out. It's rated R though. I don't know if you're a child, you shouldn't watch it. But other than that, take a look. I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. Also, I've spoiled the ending. I'm sorry, because that was a big reveal that I just sort of told everybody about while searching for the name of the movie. Yeah. So don't look at it, I guess. I've ruined it for you.
Since I've returned, that means life is back to the stream.
That's what that means. Man is full of himself.
I'm the lifeblood of this entire show.
Yeah. This guy, I mean, come on.
I'm the guy.
The silver.
Are you trying to say that silver is the lifeblood of this stream?
I'm saying you're the guy, and I was just finishing the sentence. I wouldn't say that about Silver. He's a great guy, but he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve this mess to be put upon him. You do, though.
Wait, you're saying I deserve messes to be put upon me?
Well, you asked for it, so that's different. Anyway, yes, life is back in the stream, indeed. Look at it anyway, says PJ Squared. It's kind of amazing that I was able to just pick that one out of thin air. But I feel like I heard the title. I was like, that sounded like a thing. Should have like a movie selections area for the Discord. Like, what
for the Rotoland World Fun Park?
Huh?
For the Rotoland World Fun Park?
Yeah, for the Rotoland World Fun Park. So everyone, we're all a sense of community. We're like a big old community. So we're putting a lot of work into this, but I think we got something going here. I think I'm going to make the rig for this guy as one of my last things. Phil Hendry, radio That's not how it's spelled. But radio talk show host would have callers call in, and he was all of them. Outrageous. Rotaless 2 would have to do some major editing, overlaying, whatever, to pull that off. Pull us off. To pull all of this off. Well, it was a movie, right? When he's really alone. Yeah, true, I would. Because it was like, you know, if you listen to him, it's actually quite ridiculous. I wonder if I'd get copy striked if I played a little bit of his show, but it is pretty funny. It's ridiculous. You guys should check him out at some point. He's got a YouTube channel. He's played some bit parts recently on Rick and Morty. He's like some characters. He does stuff still. It's just he was on what's it called? Drunk History one time, talking about some different topics. It shouldn't be like that, should it? It should be much more like it comes out of it. This music reminds me of Snowboard Kids so much. It's not even funny. Oh no, I've been Thanos yet again, he said. Oh, Rotaless. Guess who's alone again? SP. SP? I don't even know. Rotaless. Oh no! I've been Thanos yet again. No more copyright issues, please. I was mad about 2 weeks ago. Sorry about that, Cryogenic Gamer. Yeah, no. I don't want to do the copyright thing. I don't want to get in trouble with the law, aka Disney Channel or whatever. Yeah, it's better the way it was, whatever. Smooth that. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out, you guys. Don't you worry. This will get figured out. Scale that on the x-axis a little bit. There we go. Now we have the cockpit area. Obviously. I don't necessarily understand what's in the middle. Because if the body spins and the head thing stays in place, that means there needs to be another object in there. I gotta go. Alright, PJ Squared. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Have a good day. Misspelling Pete. Oh, Phil's last name. I see. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's always great to have you around. See you next time, PJ. Glad you like it. We always like it when the work we do is appreciated, don't we, boys? Those are still connected? What? How? Delete loose. Alright, I'm actually waiting for you to answer for all the team. Wait. Hold on. Also, I can't hear which have music. Okay. Also, I can't hear whatever music you have going on. See you, PJ Squared. Bye, Joshua Simonson. I meant bye. By the way, okay. I'm actually waiting for you to answer for all of the team, Answer what now? Something I heard Rotalist2 say, maybe it was a few minutes ago. Sorry for the confusion. I'm out. Yeah, I have no idea what Rotalist said. I don't know what you guys are referring to, I'm sorry to say. I got a little focused on what I was doing there. Let me see, you guys can't hear the music? There is music. You guys can't hear the music? It's not that loud. I mean, I guess whenever I start talking, it's inaudible. There is music. I guess I can turn it up a little bit. It's not that loud. I mean, I guess whenever I start talking, it's inaudible. All right. Well, let's fix that then, shall we? We'll fix it. We'll fix it now. It'll get good. Turn the audio up a little bit. I'll tell you what do you think of that? Fix it. Fix it now. Get good. Turn the audio up a little bit. I'll tell you what do you think of that? I think it's good. I fixed the music, and if you say I didn't, I strongly disagree with that assumption. Oh shoot, right. I forgot, I'm only affecting one side when I do this sort of thing. I'm gonna have to delete all of that other side, which is something I was gonna do anyway, so that's not a big deal. We'll have to work on how these things get destroyed. Never even thought about it before. Let's make the Well, folks, I gotta be leaving now. I gotta shave my facial hair and dry my hair. Both of these things take a long time. Plus, I got a job interview after that. Anyhow, bye-bye now. Well, thanks for stopping by, Joshua Simonson. I very much appreciate you watching. Hopefully you have a good time on that job interview. And, you know, congratulations on getting it in the first place, obviously. But definitely good luck. Have a good weekend, and take care, man. You have been wonderful. I think I'm going to start doing that when people leave the chat. Like, you've been wonderful. Make them feel all self-conscious. Self-conscious? Self-conscious? I don't know how to talk. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I need to be able to cut this back in half in a moment, so I'm going to use a UV spear. Rotate that. Well, actually, let's just cut down the amount of faces it has. No need for this many faces. In fact, we only need more than 8. Alright, 16 by 16 it is. That's what we're gonna do. Well, then everyone starts to leave. Well, when I leave, everyone starts to leave. Yeah. I think maybe they had things to do, Cryo, but you might not be wrong. I think I'm just too boring on my own, to be honest. It's just how it is, I suppose. Flip normal. That was better before. Okay. Hey, welcome, CRW Gamer. He'll never leave. He says I'm still here. Well, that's good. We're not all alone here. Alright. See you later, CRW Gamer. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. The Rotalist, whatever the freak this is called. See you around. If I hang out here just a little bit longer, maybe people will come back. Or maybe not. Usually these things have their second win later. I'm restarting my laptop, so I should be back in a minute. Okay, we'll see you, Cryo, when you get back. I guess I'm back now. Alright. I guess I'm back. Okay, then. Well, glad that didn't stay too long. I'm wondering. Thoughts that I've got about this. What does the bot on the inside of this thing look like? I'm assuming this is glass. Maybe some eyes. Probably should have asked some questions before I took this thing on. So it depends on where it goes, right? That way we can do this. I'm gonna make it so that depending on what wall he is on, you could make his legs move in almost entirely. And he can fit into a smaller space, or he can fit into a larger one, depending on the needs when you're placing him around.
Hello.
Hey, Haley, you back?
Yes.
Welcome back. How you doing, man? We thought
That was
you
a
died.
hard Thanos. That was a hard Thanos right there.
Yeah, no.
That was a very hard.
You never
Thanos.
go full Thanos. This is something we know from years of research and study. That a full Thanos is never worth it.
So I see practically everyone is left, but hopefully some people will join in or come back.
Yeah. When the reverse snap happens, no.
I mean, I don't know. Can I withstand gamma radiation?
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's the sheer magical bullcrap that has to go down. So couldn't we build shielding that would keep you from being killed by? No, shut up. No.
Couldn't you just build a if it's just about gamma ray, could you just put a ball around the Infinity Gauntlet and snap it from miles away and then
What if you had a prosthetic arm? Would it still count? Did it have to be attached to you?
Yeah, what if you just had a 50-mile long prosthetic arm?
Like a cable or whatever. It's no, I need to feel your nerves. Also, what part of the stones makes the snap possible, right? It's because apparently it can work in whatever gauntlet you put them in, between either it's Tony Stark's gauntlet or the one made by dwarves on a magical space station. What if when you do the snap, is it the circuitry in built in, or is it just as long as the stones are together and it's really just sort of a magical spell?
Yeah, so in that case, could you just hold all the stones in your hand and then do it?
Can you say, hey, stones, don't kill me when I do this? Can you reverse the effects of the stones with the stones, is what I'm asking.
Are they sentient? Are they sentient? Clearly, because a soul stone must be on some degree.
Yeah, it wants friggin' a price. The other ones are yeah, fine, collect me all you want. It's like the Chaos Emeralds ask for you to kill somebody every time you got them. It's you have to kill someone you love. Eggman would never get them. That would be smooth.
Could, alright, so, could, Captain Marvel, why couldn't she snap? Why couldn't she snap the...
I don't think she didn't think to. I think that's really what that one is. He's yeah, no one said, hey, Captain Marvel, could you do a snap for us real quick? He's oh, wait, no, I definitely could do that. She's just no one was thinking about it. I think that's an oversight that he will definitely bring up.
No, it's Captain Marvel, why didn't you snap your fingers? You clearly could have survived that. It's yeah, I'm one of those people that just can't snap their fingers.
I don't know how to do it. Some people can't whistle, I can't snap. I just... Yeah, I know. Phenomenal phenomenal cosmic powers can't snap her fingers to save her life.
I mean, I am one of those people, so I could relate. I can't snap my fingers. I don't know what it is.
Attack?
I don't know. I mean, I can't whistle either, so...
Yeah. I think I started whistling because I couldn't snap my fingers. Now I can do both. I'm not kidding either. I thought, like, I want to be able to do something that no one else can do. And then I started whistling. Who knew that was going to be my thing? And also, not necessary, because I also can snap my fingers on both hands. Whatever.
Yeah, I can't snap my fingers. The closest I get is like brushing sandpaper against my skin is what it sounds like.
Wait, the Infinity Gauntlet is worn on the left hand, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a left-handed thing.
Or right. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't go both ways. It's a gauntlet, not a freaking...
Oh, no, the Stark Gauntlet is on the right hand, Thanos is on his left or whatever. They're different.
Oh. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Like, he's the left hand and bad. You know how they are.
It's very political.
Political? I wouldn't say it was political. It's like that. You know,
it's all about Infinity War and Endgame are all about the left versus the right.
That's not at all what I was going for with that, but okay. It was just left-handed.
Also,
you know how left is considered bad.
Don't take that as me saying the left is evil. That's not what I'm implying. It was a
I'm
joke.
just implying that Infinity War thinks the left is evil. They're the ones making the statement, not me, because it's just elected. And then what? Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But like, Captain Marvel could have snapped her fingers, not died. I feel like the Hulk could have done it a second time if he wasn't.
Yeah, he would have been fine. He's the freaking Hulk. He just got madder or something. Big whoop. Hulk is mad again.
Just do it on your other hand.
Yeah, right? But it hurt. Shut up. Hulk.
Sure, you'll lose both arms, but think of it this way. We could just make you a new arm.
We could just Thanos snap your arms back. Wait. No, we need you to do it again. Yeah, you got them baby arms. I'm pretty sure that'll grow back. Especially when he gets mad enough. Of course, I don't think we're going to see him again in other movies. Like,
it's like, hey, Groot, can you snap the gauntlet? You'll die, but it won't matter because you'll just
You're a tree, first of all. Radiation doesn't kill you. I mean, yes, it does, but don't tell him that. Maybe he doesn't know.
I feel like Thor could have snapped his fingers and still survived.
Yeah, he's like, I've got lightning. Like, oh, it's not the problem. No, it's not just the fact that he's got lightning. He's incredibly durable. Like, you guys forget that he's Thor? Did you?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, God.
No. He can't do it. They're just trying to find a way to get around the fact that they could definitely have had Thor do it. It's like, no.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like I love how the movie is even like, yeah, Thor like asked to do it, and then they're just like, no, you can't do it, and it's like, do you not know what is coursing through my veins right now? Cheese whiz, yeah. But like, I'm thinking, the movie didn't actually give an answer as to why Thor couldn't do it, even though Thor asked to do it.
He totally would have survived, especially on the last ditch effort. He would have been like, oh, it hurts, but also, I'm really powerful. Like, one of the most powerful characters right there next to Hulk. Why is Hulk more qualified?
Like, yeah, the Hulk is strong and all, but Thor was able to take out an entire, like, army of, like, Thanos creatures. Those...
Yeah.
He would have, like... I feel like Thor in his prime in Infinity War probably could have beat Thanos right there.
He could have.
Like,
he did. Except he didn't go for the head. And that's something I actually love about the second movie. He's just, that whole thing really tore him up on the inside, knowing that he had him right there, but he let his little pifty, oh, I can do anything because I'm a god and whatnot, that he let that get in the way, and it ruined everything. He's like, you should have gone for the head. Oh yeah, I should.
So okay, you could have gone for the head. You could have gone for the leg. You could have gone for the arm. You could have gone for the hand.
You could have gone for a lot of things, but you wanted to be dramatic. You're all like, because I remember watching the movie back again, and it was all, when he was talking to Rocket about it, he's all like, you know, it's like, he hasn't fought me. Yes, he has. He won. Well, he hasn't fought me twice. Destiny wills it so. I will beat him. You know, he was on that trip, and he realized, no, there was no destiny. I really had an opportunity to do the right thing, and I messed it up. And that's why he's all sad. That's why he's all eating, just drinking beer all the time. Because he knows he messed up. And that's why he wanted to do the snap in the end. He's like, let me do something right. It's like, no. And I love that about his character.
Like, I don't like how they handled Thor's character in Endgame, made him basically a joke. I feel like they went too far with it.
I don't think so.
I feel like they went like just a little too far. Just like a little bit.
Maybe the Fortnite thing, but other than that, I thought it was pretty well handled. I think it was just like, yeah, no, he's hurt. He's hurt himself. Maybe he's too hurt. It's almost debilitatedly hurt, but it's like...
Yeah, like, I feel like Thor could have, like, lost the weight when he transformed or something. Like, he just, like, you look at him in that final battle, and it's like, he's wearing his armor, but it's, like, clearly skin tight.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine that he didn't lose the weight, because he's never lost any of his strength. He was just fat, because he'd been eating too much. So, like, he's just as strong as he ever was. Which is like, yeah, of course he is. He
like,
never loses.
There was a lot of people saying that, like, Thor shouldn't, like, he wouldn't act that way. Like, the Thor in Infinity War wouldn't become the Thor in Endgame after feeling that guilt. But, like, I could see that. Like, I see how the movie did it, but thinking about it, I feel like the Thor in, Endgame wouldn't become, like, depressed. He'd become just sort of this, like, stoic recluse. Just sort of dead on the inside, but not, like, depressed. Really? If that makes sense?
I don't know. I feel it's interesting because, like, you know, how everything he was talking about during, what's it called? Infinity War was all about the, you know, his destiny, and, like, you know, it's his job to be the king of Asgard and to rule and to be admired and revered and do all of these things. And it's like, no, I don't have any such destiny. I'm just some dude at this point. And it's like, yeah, I guess not, because he thought he was, like, really proud of him, and he was like, he was too proudy, and he paid the price for that, for being arrogant like nobody else has. Everyone's got that arc, you know, where Tony got beat up by Captain America like he shouldn't have, but he lost anyway.
Wait, what?
Like, Civil War.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but, like,
everyone goes through an arc, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
this is like the bottom of Thor's arc.
You think Captain shouldn't have beaten Iron Man in that fight?
I don't think he should have. And I think the fact that I was expecting him to not lose made it more powerful when he did. Because I was like,
what makes you think he can't lose, though? Do you think he's just too powerful or something? Like,
but he should have been able to, like, he's taken off dudes like Captain America and stronger before. Fought the freaking Hulk. At this point in the story. Wait,
he had the Hulk Buster armor, and even then that ended in a stalemate, but, like,
he was fighting, like, there's no way Captain America's body is as strong as even regular Iron Man suit. And, like, that thing is agile, it can fly, I don't know, maybe he was compromised, he was upset, maybe that was what it was, but it was just like...
I mean, he also had Bucky, too.
Yeah, I know, it was the whole teamwork thing is the only reason he won, but the fact is, it still hurt, and I was like, no, bullcrap. The American should be dead. Should have just shot him. I mean, he did. He had the shield. Obviously, couldn't shoot through that, but still. Should have shot him again. Kept shooting it.
Like, why didn't you just, like, break the shield? No, it's vibranium. But, like, why hasn't Iron Man made a suit out of vibranium before? He has
Where's he gonna get
reactor.
It from?
His arc reactor is made of the stuff. But,
his
like...
arc reactor is not made out of vibranium. It's made out of, like, palladium and some other stuff.
No, you remember, what is it? Iron Man 2. Wasn't that vibranium?
No, he made an element, but it wasn't vibranium that he made. It was some new element. You're talking about when he made the new element to power his arc reactor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't vibranium. It was just some... I don't even know if they named it this new element thing, but it wasn't vibranium. Vibranium still only comes from one place in the world, in Wakanda, because that's the side of the meteor, because it's a space element. Yeah. Which I'm assuming there's probably a lot of vibranium in space. But, yeah, so he doesn't have a vibranium anything. So, like, yeah, if he had a suit made out of vibranium, that'd be great. In fact, he'd be like, well, Black Panther. He's got a suit made out of vibranium. Or at least interwoven with it.
And Cap's got a shield.
Cap's got a shield of vibranium. And, there's not a whole lot of that in the world. I think we're looking good on this model. I have a few more things to do, like the interior, but I'm dreading that because I have no idea what this is supposed to be. If you look at the picture, it's kind of like, what is this? Is that a person? Is it a cockpit? And if it's a cockpit, why would anyone be sitting in there? Not that that's a real problem, it's just... it's an interesting design choice. I'll have to ask Trinitroid what that is. And then ignore him when he tells me what it is.
Like, what? Like, so what is Thanos' sword, his double sword, made out of?
It's made out of Thanos copter. It also cut right through the vibranium, which is like, what? What? I mean, obviously, it's the strongest material on Earth. These people are from space, so they probably have all kinds of stuff.
Like, I'm thinking, there was this one video where someone's like, I wanted Thanos to say, like, what's the sword made out of? And it's like adamantium.
Yes, that's where they get it for Wolverine. I do wonder how that works, actually. Adamantium versus vibranium. Adamantium doesn't break.
Now that they have, what is it? The X-Men and the Fantastic Four, they could easily retcon Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. So that, like, Scarlet Witch, like, their experiments just activated the X gene. They weren't actually, like...
Oh, sort of like, what's his name? Freaking... Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
Because he activated his Dex gene, or at least according to the movies. I don't know very much about the lore, so... if you're gonna challenge me on the lore, I'm telling you, I'm not prepared for that fight.
I'm not challenging you. I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so here's that. I don't know, man. I don't want to do it. This is gonna be full glass. This whole thing gonna be full glass, and on the inside of it's gonna be like a little robot unit, I guess. That sits in there, I guess. I also want to put a Battlebird in it so bad. You know what I'm saying? There's a little Battlebird guy. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like a little Battlebird sitting in there with a little control, because this looks like a little remote. Like a little, like a little hand toggle, like what's it called? Joystick? And he just sits in there all day, swinging a mace to make sure you can't get past. And, I also have an idea that this thing actually generates a, an electric grid, like, not directly behind it.
Yeah.
But, like, in between, like, it and the wall. So you can't get under it, around it. So it's in the wall. It's got this electric little grid thing that sort of shows up. So you can't get past it. You have to defeat it first. And then, of course, Shift D. Rotate along the Z-axis 90 degrees. Axis. Move it here. Shift D. But yeah, like it's something like that. And then when you finally defeat his little arm thing, these things fall off, and then he's just freely twirling there, and then you can attack him for the final time, destroying the robot, making the shield go away, and then you can continue on. That's what I'm thinking. If the chat doesn't like it, the chat can say something. Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
My friend was actually just watching the stream for a minute there. And she said Iron Man should totally have a vibranium armor.
Yeah, he should. I agree with your friend. Your friend is right. Control C. Okay, but whatever. It's all like, hey, man. Maybe he would have gotten some if he, well, after Endgame. It's like, hey, I feel like that deserves some vibranium to work with. Plus the fact that, apparently, the Wakandans are the most advanced human race, but we're still a bunch of freaking Neanderthals banging rocks together compared to the space people who just come down and whoop our butts all the time. I feel like it might be time to do some international cooperation on a level that has never been seen before, so we can defeat the alien threat. So, thus, humanity goes on a 1,000-year conquest of the galaxy.
I'm thinking like Iron Man. Imagine him combining like nanotech with vibranium.
Jeez, Lewis.
Nano
vibranium robots. That would be gross.
You make everything indestructible. Just create enough of that, and you can make the world indestructible.
You could. You could also create a Grey Goose scenario. Let's see here. We got a message over here in Discord. Someone say something.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's the guy Silver talking about he's doing a VC. That was at 12:40. That's in his own.
Oh, Silver.
Server. The guy's he's got like a couple of servers. He got the guy server, and of course, and then he's got whatever he's doing currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because this wouldn't necessarily cover the area. Let's bring in file, append, Miles Prower project, casting characters, Tails player character, Tails cube. I need something for comparison to see how big this thing is supposed to be. Obviously, it's not large enough yet.
Oh, so yeah, my friend was just here for a few minutes to watch the stream as much as she could. She may be back. And what was it? One of the main reasons that she was going to come in here was so that she could trash talk the guy Silver. A bit of backstory here, a bit of lore. One day I was in a VC with Silver and decided to not necessarily go behind his back completely, just more to his side.
More to the side. Yes, I've seen Spaceballs. You ain't gonna explain nothing.
So, basically, I told her that I'm in a VC with this guy. That basically, the entire joke is that he's the most British man of the entire server, of the entire team.
He's not the only British man. He's just the most British one.
He is.
Trailblazer is British.
And then she decided to tell me to tell him the most British thing that she could think of. And, of course, she asked if he's had his daily dose of crumpets and tea yet, as well as Doctor Who.
That's terrible.
And then after that, Silver and her were in an argument, and basically just trying to go through this comeback war, basically, to see who could have the best comeback to whatever they said. It went on for 2 hours, but she came out on top.
Oh, no. Well, that's great. I don't even know what to say.
That's great.
I guess, and thus the animosity was born. An animosity that would last for centuries.
Yeah, if he was still here, she was planning to actually do it on the stream as well. Just trash talk him live. It'd be great.
No. It's too bad he left. He's probably doing something else that he needed to get to. Alright.
I mean, Silver basically just gave up, so that was fun.
Don't give up, Silver. We believe in you. It's far more entertaining if you struggle. Let's see.
Yeah, it was funny because he lost.
That should be bigger. I think the spike ball is of good size. What do you think, Cryo?
I don't know. Let me see.
I know that the
spike ball looks good. Maybe a little bit bigger.
I'm also thinking about the weak point needs to be larger too, because you need to be able to hit it with a homing attack.
So yeah, my friend is officially better at trash talking people than Silver, which is impressive, honestly.
Yeah, that guy talks nothing but wall-to-wall trash. Trash man. They call me the trash man. I eat the garbage.
My friend is the trash woman.
Let's go
the
there.
goyle.
The goyle.
The trash goyle.
Trash
the
goyle.
trash goyle.
Okay.
Then again, she can't be a girl because she's in New
From
York, so.
You know. It's true. It stands to reason. It's only logical, and I can't believe that you're trying to fight me on this. You know I'm right now. I'm pretty sure the state of New York would not appreciate me saying that it does not have any femoils. But honestly, that's not... You don't call women femoils. I'm just saying.
You still don't like that joke, do you?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't love it.
Not even really a joke. It's just a weird way of pronouncing female.
I know. But it
Femoil.
sounds so much like femoid, and it's like, that's what the freaking, what are those dudes called? Incels say, and I hate everything they say. Just like, why do you talk like that? What is wrong with you? Anyway, we're gonna append some materials. I like to bring in some materials from enemies. Like where's my big boy?
Big boy?
Well, I got curious and snuck back in. Looks great, Rodolay. Great to hear.
Hey, Rodolay!
Rodolay! Rodolay! Rodolay! Rodolay!
It was good to see It was good to technically have Parthy on the stream, though, because that was Parthy right there. Technically. Not her. That's not her name, but you guessed her name, which is weird.
Well, I didn't guess her name on the stream, did I? On this? No, I didn't.
No, not on the stream. You didn't guess her name on the stream. That was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just like, I know I didn't let people know the name out on the internet. That would have been in what's the word? Unconscionable. There we go.
Unconscionable.
Unconscionable.
I heard that plane.
There we go.
Although that does completely destroy the lore of Parthy being I was about to say a male, a femoil. If there are no girls in if there are no girls in New York.
Yeah, no, I know.
Makes it impossible.
I don't like it when you mess with my canon, but what can I do, you know? Continue lying? Yes, of course I can. And I will. Heartily.
See, everyone has a Pokesona. I was about to say Fursona, but no. See, it's a theme, basically.
Somehow it's different.
No, it's completely different. You see, like, I'm a Raichu, I made her a Pikachu, and then we got, everyone has a Pokesona of their own, what Pokemon they would be, basically.
Right.
Like, what Pokemon would Rotolis be? Clearly.
Steelix.
No, not a Steelix.
Why not?
He'd be not a Steelix. He wouldn't be a Steelix. Rotolis would be...
Scyther.
He'd be a Genesect.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't even know what
You
that
just
is.
want to be a Scythe. You just want to be a Scyther so you could be all like,
Yes. Duh. I mean, what are you talking about? This actually might be impossible to hit. This gotta be really difficult to attack. Like, unless he's going really slow. And you have to homing attack him, right? Because you can't just, like, walk up to him. I like to imagine that, like, he points his little club at you the closer you get, so you can't actually jump over him.
What Pokemon would I be, says Pilgrim. What Pokemon would Pilgrim be?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. It's a good question. What kind of Pokemon do you think you would be? And don't say Pikachu. I know that's probably the only one you've heard of.
No, that's my friend. You can't steal her thunder.
No one is allowed to steal my thunder. Put this one here. Okay.
I am kind of glad that my friend didn't want to instantly remove me from her contacts, though, after realizing that, hey, I keep drawing you as a Pokemon. Is that creepy in any way? No, she likes it.
I only drove around as a Pokemon like once, twice, maybe.
Three, 4 times.
Hey, Imagination, welcome to the Variable Productivity live stream, where I'm actually working on the game project for once. Can you believe it?
Yeah! But, like...
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, what? Like, what? What was I saying? I forgot.
I don't know. You were talking about your friend.
So I've drawn her as a Pikachu 3 times, and I already have like 5 other drawings planned and started. So he's not creeped out by that at all, which is good.
Yeah, it's great. Let me see.
True, so I'm a Goyle cryogenic. Is it a girl?
True, so I'm a Goyle cryogenic gamer. If you don't mind, I'll join in a few. We don't mind at all, Imagination. Thanks for the offer. 'Cause Lord, I've only had him to talk to today, and I don't know. Rotalist 2, did you spill the tea? No. What are you talking about? I don't know what gender you are, PJ Squid. I think I imagined that you were at one point because your icon was pink. So that's sexist on my part, and I am sorry. We don't mind.
Thinking about that, you keep saying that you hate the female Pikachu design. Is it because it's a heart-shaped tail and you think that's sexist?
I don't think it's sexist. I think it's arbitrary and stupid. But it's just like, why is there a heart in there? Like, you know, Nidoran female, Nidorino female look almost exactly alike, if not exactly alike. And most Pokemon don't have like an alternate gender thing, at least from what I know. I think the Pikachu with the hardtail, that's got to be new, right? Because I don't remember ever seeing that in the original series.
That's been a thing since Generation 4, I think. That was like Diamond Pearl.
Yeah.
Those games.
I identify as a mammal mostly. So you're a
Which
lizard
means there
person.
are no...
So you are a lizard
have,
person.
I'm just thinking, they don't have female Pikachus in Kanto. They just didn't have them back in the 90s.
Yeah, no, apparently not. We weren't sophisticated enough to have female Pikachus. Oh my lord. I'm gonna try to make. I don't want to try to make this, but I do. What is this supposed to be? I'm genuinely confused.
Do you consider it arbitrary that I put eyelashes on all of my female characters?
No, that's a cartoon trope that's been around forever. It's just putting a heart on it, like, oh, because it's a girl and girls are hearts.
Girls are hearts.
Girls are hearts.
So, wait, since Pikachu's tail is flat, are you trying to say that, like, girls are hearts, boys are flat?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, that's what Pokemon is saying.
Yeah. Pokemon. Or, it's not supposed to be a heart, it's supposed to be like curves, so they're trying to say that girls have curves and men are flat?
That's the worst possible interpretation of that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever... Did you know that in Gen 3, the male and female difference between Torchics was just a small pixel at
I do know that.
Just being a tad darker? That's it. Yeah, great.
Yeah, males have the male Torchics have one, like, black, dark red pixel on their back. That is the only difference.
It makes you wonder, like, well, in a video game like Pokemon, gender is kind of arbitrary. It's not arbitrary in real life, but in a figmentary, non-important, fake world, we could work harder. We could do better.
The sexes of Pokemon are very important because, like, there's breeding. It's a very in-depth mechanic.
Yeah, I just think they could have done a better job at making the distinctions if they wanted to make the distinctions.
I mean, like, what is it? Like, some Pokemon have, like, say the males have longer tusks and things like that than females. Those are differences.
Yeah, here's the thing about males and females in the wild, like boars. I think boars, they both have tusks, but, like, elephants are the only ones with males are the only ones with the Wait. I think I'm wrong about that. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, whatever. You know what?
And then like
whatever you're saying.
Venusaurs, female Venusaurs have a seed on their back, like on their back flower thing. The females have a seed on their flower.
Oh! Okay. Aha! Sorry, that's ridiculous.
What was that?
Maybe, what if I did... Ooh, I have an idea. We're gonna append something else here. We're gonna append an object.
Oh yeah, that's another difference in imagination. That males have higher attack stats. Like there's an average attack stat for every Pokemon. Males have higher attack stats, and then females have lower attack stats.
More sexist than he says. Well, you know, I'm not even gonna try to. I don't care. It's like that's how they wanted to do it.
And then also the way gender is determined when breeding Pokemon is that the say you're breeding two, like there's an egg group thing, right? Where like not types, like there's a separate like category for every Pokemon about what egg group they land in for like breeding. And then if you have two Pokemon that are in the same egg group, they can breed. Doesn't matter their type or anything, they just need to be in the same egg group. So if you have two different Pokemon that are in the same egg group, the way the offspring is determined is based off of the female Pokemon, whatever two Pokemon you have breed, whatever the female Pokemon is what the baby Pokemon will be.
Okay. Sure. Sure. What was I doing? I'm sorry. I was focusing on something else. Honestly, I wish Animagination was here. He could have a better conversation with you than I could about Pokemon gender and breeding. Like, that's not how it actually works. So if it was how it actually worked, it would be entirely random. You wouldn't even know. Until it was over. Like, oh, your Pokemon was born with defects and has no attack stats at all.
Like,
but it's a man,
well, the only Pokemon, well, genderless Pokemon obviously can't breed. And then like, and then there are Pokemon like, what is it?
Which was like, where did they come from?
No, then there's
Hey,
well, they were made.
To the chat.
So then there's what is it? Ditto, which can obviously breed with anything, since it can be whatever it wants to be. And then there's like, what is it? What? Then there are weird breeding combinations, like the obvious joke pairing is that a Skitty can breed with a Wailord. So like a couple 100-foot-long whale can breed with a tiny house cat. Okay. That's a thing in Pokemon.
A Nidoking and Nidoqueen can't breed, but a Nidoking and a Nidoran can.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
We don't want you to start off too high level, giving birth to a Nidoking or Nidoqueen. That's like the final evolved form of those things.
So a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen can't breed. Nidoking, Nidoran female can breed, so that's questionable. And then there's what? Then there's like weird things like a Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line, where like a Charmander can breed with a Charizard. Any like one Pokemon in that line can breed with each other. And then there are like questionable ethics problems, like, or not even ethics, just like morally wrong things, like just disgusting, like how a Charmander can breed with its mother, great-grandmother, or great-great-great-grandmother right from birth.
Okay.
Pokemon breeding is weird.
Yeah, it is. Let's go ahead and get a cube. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do
unknowns can't breed, but I'm pretty sure they should have made the M and U, so then it'd be me and you.
Wait, that's great.
Wait. That doesn't work. Wait, hold on.
Right now. I'm kidding. You're not allowed back. No.
You and I, yeah, that's what I meant. You and I.
Oh, you and I.
The letters.
Also, a Gardevoir can breed with a Muck. That's another weird breeding combination.
Oh.
There's a lot of weird combinations out there. And no matter what happens, you send Pokemon into daycare, they're always like, we have an egg. We don't know where it came from or how it happened, but take it. Oh, how do you not know?
How do you not know? Aren't you a scientist? No, I do this more like a hobby.
Yeah, literally no one in the Pokemon universe knows how Pokemon breed, or that it's even really a thing. They just know that Pokemon love to play together a lot, and then they end up with an egg a day later. And they don't know how it happened, but it happened.
That's pretty bad. You got some negligent people at the Pokemon Center. We don't necessarily pay attention to what the Pokemon are doing. We just assume that they're having a good time. I don't want to talk about it, really, is what it is. I'd really rather not get into the details. Like, aren't you you're a scientist. Your job is to be about the details. I know, but it's icky.
It's gross.
Gross. It challenges my perception. I really believed in the whole stork theory, but it really hasn't borne much fruit. No one takes me seriously when I start talking about storks, and I don't know why.
But then again, yeah, I literally don't know why, considering everyone in this universe doesn't know how Pokemon breed.
Maybe I should. No, because if I did that, then everything would have to be... I don't want to do that. That's too much work. And I'm too late.
Like, literally, just think about it, like, from a realistic perspective. So, like, no person studying Pokemon, or, like, any Pokemon professor has ever come across, like, breeding Pokemon out in the wild or anything like that.
Pokemon don't
like, that's never happened. That's impossible.
That
happens all the time in, like, yeah, they're all domesticated, somehow.
Yeah, even still.
And even then, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, animals don't care, or no. Pokemons aren't animals. They have human levels of decency.
Combee and a Vikavolt can breed. Even though the size difference is, like so big.
We're getting a message about what? Oh, right. No. Yeah, no. Sorry, what were you saying? Also, the music has stopped playing again. Great.
You said a Combee can breed with a Vikavolt?
That's what he said.
Combee can breed with a Vikavolt.
That's weird.
I have an idea. It's just crazy enough to not work. I'm gonna hide this. Oops. I forgot this was a part of the thing. I don't want to go too crazy on the details here. It's not necessary to do.
I just don't want to go into the details, you know?
Right. Completely different thing, but yeah.
Modeling is gross. Icky. See, modeling is not Sonic for work.
Is not Sonic for?
Work.
Work. Oh, not Sonic for work. No, I know what you're saying. Oh, I get it. I understand. I don't want to have understood that.
You get it, guys? It's a joke that'll go over the children's heads.
That's the equivalent of saying, thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. So
I feel like this chat is starting to get a little too spicy for a normal VPL. We need to tone that down for when we get to a VPL after dark.
Sure. Like there's ever going to be another one of those. Like you really want that to happen again, I know it.
No, I don't. I don't really care.
He's like, I don't really care. Yeah, he does.
It's a joke at this point.
In my chat. I knew it. Yeah,
what, CRW?
Right. No, he is the only Tsundere in the chat. Never mind.
No, and, well, Starlight too. He's a Tsundere.
But not towards anybody here. It's more towards his own personal thing. What?
Not Tsundere.
Thank you, you Webu.
You Webu.
You Webu. Thanks, nerd.
I'm a proud weeaboo.
I'm a proud weeaboo. I'm a proud third-generation weeaboo. My father was a weeaboo, his father before him, and his grandfather.
In the 1800s, there were thousands of weeaboos. They were called historians.
I mean,
I don't even think anime existed back then, but well.
I mean, no, it didn't, because the word anime didn't exist, because animation is just... and it's just a Japanese pronunciation of the word animation. Oh, it's not cartoon, it's an anime. There's no difference. I don't... what? Baka! Baka! Nani? Oh, don't you dare say that anymore in my ears.
Thinking of how Starlet is the world's best tsundere. I always remember his word of dating advice during... thinking about it, that was the last stream we had, not counting the one that failed.
That was a game stream, I think, right? Yeah.
No, that was the VPL After Dark.
It was a late one.
Yeah, that was the last stream, and we're talking as if it was a long time ago, which it was.
It was like
if you're watching them
3 weeks ago.
If you're watching them back to back 4 weeks ago, but if you're talking to them...
and I do mean nobody is watching these back to back. And if they are, I'm sorry. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? There's no continuity here, except for whatever.
Well, there was a Sonic
foster.
06 stream. There was a
Will
06
he
stream.
finish the model? Find out.
Yeah, right. He might just give up and
can't
stop.
wait. I can't wait for the epic conclusion of how Rodolus is going to finish the movie Sonic model.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah, you might as well go ahead and give up on that one. Because now that it's out, right? They've shown us the model. It's like, well. See,
I mean, technically, you could still complete that, and it could be before the final design is revealed, because it still technically hasn't been revealed yet.
Yeah, all right. I don't believe that. I think they're pretty much gonna stick with what they made.
Pretty sure it's gonna get cancelled. Either that or...
well, I don't want the movie to get canceled. I'd want to watch it. It'll give us something to talk about.
And the rest of the world to talk about, and say that Sonic is dead again.
It'll unite the fan base. In a way that nothing has really been able to in a long time.
No, but then you'll find people that warmed up to the design being like, the design isn't that bad!
Oh yeah, no, those people are a plague. No, I'm kidding, that's messed up. If you like the design, that's fine. I don't have anything against you. I just do not agree with you. And I can say that
at all.
Truthfully, and without any kind of malice.
Guilt.
I don't hate you. I just don't believe in you at all as a person. No, that's terrible. Let's append.
But yeah, thinking about it, the last stream, I'm remembering Starlet's best piece of dating advice you could give any person. Where you have to look at somebody you like straight in the eyes, make deep eye contact, and when the moment's right, just take a deep breath in and say, I like you, do you like me? I think you are totally tubular and radical! What do you say?
It's like you're gonna back someone up in the corner like that. They're like, what do I say to that? Append all of these and just say.
I love how Starlet after that was like, this is how you know if you're lucky. First, they walk away. Second, they stop talking to you. Third, they do both. Or fourth, they stare at you, turn around, run away, and call the cops. That's how you know if you're lucky.
Sounds legit. What in the world is that?
John Rivera says, sup, y'all. Just finished 100 push-ups for the day. Got about an hour until I go back to work.
You're out here all getting swole and stuff, making me feel inadequate. Well, that's cool. Good for you.
We don't... Rodolus, are you swole?
No. No,
salty than anything, but whatever.
I love how you had to stop and think about that for a second. It's like, are you swole? No.
That's so interesting how that works. But the material is not see-through. Learning the birds and the bees Pokemon style. Yep, that's what we were talking about.
Oh.
It's like, it'll be completely misleading if you follow any of that, but yes, sure.
See,
right now I'm working on the model that was made, or the design by Trinitroid of his Geargua.
You see, when a mommy Pokemon and a daddy Pokemon love each other very much.
Or don't love each other at all.
No, because if they don't love each other at all, the probability of them breeding is next to nothing.
Oh, I see. Congrats to the guy for taking the high road instead of arguing. Wait, are you watching? Oh, I guess he's not watching it live. And what was he arguing about? We were kidding.
Again, it is next to nothing. But then again, the chances of Pokemon breeding when they are not in the same egg group, they won't breed. But then, like, there are chances to breeding, and like the chances of them breeding are next to nothing if they don't like each other. So the chances of them breeding is next to nothing. However, they can still breed. So you are right when you say if they don't love each other at all, they'll still get funky. So that
great. I'm glad I was right about something. Jeez.
So you spot whether Pokemon is a tsundere or not.
It depends on whether or not it's not like I like you or anything.
They don't like to play with each other very much. That's what the daycare will say.
Okay.
Program dictates.
Why in the world are they being so obtuse about it is my question. I have no idea what color this thing is supposed to be at this point.
Why are they obtuse about it? They're just gonna go up to like an 11-year-old trainer and be like, okay, this is what happened to the Pokemon last night. And then that kid's gonna be scarred for life.
You mean my Pokemon? Just like my own daddy? Yeah, basically.
How would you, like, combine... I was trying to think of a joke that would combine the stork idea and the birds and the bees idea. How would you combine those two things?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they send out for a stork. And the stork brings them whatever they asked for. Mostly, it doesn't listen to their requests and brings them a failure. Like you! That's terrible.
They bring you a failure! In other words, an accident, a mistake.
Someone that they really don't love. And Rotolis would be a Porygon.
He would be.
Really?
He'd be causing seizures every day.
I think I've seen what a Porygon is and why am I a Porygon?
Which Porygon, though? Porygon, like, regular Y or Z?
I or Z?
Yeah, there's the other Porygon forms.
Oh,
no, it's Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z.
That's
10 out of 10 Z, it looks like it has, like, an actual body. Its head is not attached. But I can live with that. I'm just throwing some temporary colors on it to differentiate parts of the body here. These are not final.
Everyone likes to talk about Pokemon protagonists as if they're all 11 years old. The Pokemon protags aged until Sun and Moon.
That's great.
In Red and Blue, they were like 11. Then in Gold and Silver, they were like 12, 13. Then by Diamond and Pearl, Ruby and Sapphire, they were 13. Then by Diamond and Pearl, they were 14, 15. Then by Black and White, they were 15, 16. And by Kalos, they were 16, 17. There's a random Pokemon fact.
Thank you. We have now been factualized by freaking Cryogenic Gamer.
We're learning about
Gamer
Pokemon.
is here all week.
We're talking all about Pokemon. As a Pokemon myself, I would know a lot about it.
I suppose you would. In fact, if you ever failed in your knowledge of Pokemon, we would have to question your Pokemon-ness, actually. Are you truly a Pokemon, or are you a Pokeposter? Find out tonight on Variable Productivity Livestream.
Well, I know a lot of things about Pokemon. I know what is a Pokemon and what isn't. I know how Pokemon reproduce, and I know how old trainers are in each Pokemon game.
Know that their parents aren't responsible because they let out 10-year-olds into the world.
Yeah, no, their parents are very irresponsible.
I mean, like, seeing in X and Y, the kids are like 17, 18 years old. That works.
Yeah, they're kind of adults. They're at least old enough to go out and get a driver's license, so they should be old enough to fight with random strangers in the street. Definitely. And maybe we're judging them too harshly based on our world's rules. These people don't live on Earth. They're not even really human, I don't think. So,
I mean, Pokemon and people used to be very similar. People married Pokemon, apparently, according to Sinnoh Legend. And then the genes split off, and then Pokemon became more animal-like.
That's how that happened? I somehow don't believe
so the Pokemon de-evolved, basically.
There's probably still some people out there that would smash Lopunny.
Oh my gosh.
God, Evo.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Oh no, stop it. Okay. I'm not allowed to talk about this. I'm kidding. I'm not really, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, what day is this? What day is this? Alright, VPL stream. 5/19/19. The sexiest VPL.
Sure, call it that. No one will know what you mean until way later, and it's too late for them to go away from it. They're like, oh no, I should have listened to the warning signs.
This VPL is not Sonic for work.
It's plenty psych for work. Just depends on where you work, I suppose. I
mean, if you're... Where would NSFW content be safe for work?
I don't know. Maybe where they generate... I don't know, man. I'm making things up.
Probably where... I was gonna say, probably because where they generate that content.
Lol, Pokeposter. Yup. I'm a funny boy. You see how funny I am? Everybody thinks I'm funny.
Pokeposter! What other deep Pokemon-related questions do you have today?
None, really. And imagination, do you got any?
Any that don't involve people getting down and dirty with other Pokemon?
No.
No, I can't think of any.
I can't think of any. I can't think of any. Those were all the important ones to me. I mean, you know.
According to the internet, apparently Pokemon is the most Rule 34 out of any, like, game franchise in existence.
Wouldn't be surprised. Control E, Mark Seam. That tracks.
So, does anyone here have any Pokemon-related questions?
You asked that like 5 minutes, like a minute ago.
Yeah, he did. He's wondering. He really hopes that somebody does. Do you have any Spider-Man related questions? He'll take those too.
Because I need to prove my Pokemon-ness. Because now Rotalus is questioning me.
Oh no. Well then that's never gonna... You're not a Pokemon if that's the case. You shouldn't need me to validate your Pokemon-ness.
No, because I need to have everyone believe me. Because it annoys me if someone doesn't believe me. Because it is true.
I'm a Pokemon, you guys! Like, for real, though.
Raichu!
Raichu! Right! Right! I think everybody in the chat and in the stream watching probably already knows pretty much about as much about Pokemon as they feel comfortable knowing.
Maybe they know a little too much about Pokemon now, again, considering all the NSFW content here.
Yeah. Not that anything we've done of this particular stream has been NSFW. All you've been seeing me do is make a robot. For the past, how long has it been? What time is it anyway? 3? 4? Jeez.
3:17.
Oh, gosh. I feel like we're making good progress. I'm beating around the bush here because I don't want to make the interior of this thing. I really don't, because I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. But it is time.
I believe. I just thought of a random fact about how I think Gardevoir can breed with a Magcargo. I'm trying to think of different combinations now.
Different combinations. Different abominations. Gross Pokemon. Making Pokemon. I don't know what happened. Why'd they change it? Make it so darn weird. Why couldn't it be the same? Pokemon was a wholesome show for
Wait, what do you mean?
children.
What do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by what? Pokemon.
What do you mean?
Getting it on. I don't want no more. No, no. It's really gross. I think it's the worst. I hate it the most. Dance, shout, and sing. That's what Pokemon means. But y'all out here doing the most. Oh, listen to me. See, John likes it.
I like to think someone clicked on the stream, heard you singing, and was like, that's enough internet for today.
Pokemon.
I think that's.
Yes. What are you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I like it. I love it. I sing my song.
About Pokemon getting it on.
Just about enough of it. Enough of Pokemon. Get ready to not hear anymore. Oh, done with it now. Come get it now. Tell me what you think. Running out of ideas for words. There's only so many I had to think. Whatever. Oh, Pokemon.
You better stop. Ray's gonna die.
So, Pokemon. He's the R. Kelly of Pokemon world? No, thank you. That's a dubious distinction. I don't know if I want that to be associated with me. Pokemon. Pokemon.
Please to sing.
Pokemon. Oh, what did you say?
Nothing.
Oh. Because you can't get away from it now.
You can't get away from it.
You're a part of this now.
You're a part of Pokemon reproduction.
No one can leave. Everybody, the doors are locked and you can't get away from me.
This has some dark subtext.
Yeah, right. It's Pokemon time. Control E.
Could you imagine what your neighbors think?
Well, they can't. Well, they shouldn't be able to. It's midday, and if they're, what are they also doing at home? You can't be here. You gotta go. You gotta leave. All right. Well, that's enough of that song, because it's over.
So, what do you want to dub that song?
I don't know. It's gonna have a name. How could it's just
gotta get it on Pokemon?
Ew, no. I would not call it that. Pokemon, gotta get it on. Oh, it works. Gotta get it on, Pokemon. I'm sure that already exists. Someone else came up with that. It ain't me. It ain't just me, right? Too perfect.
Oh.
Just the fact that you're still laughing is it's like
because it's funny.
It's not though. It's like, oh, that's the bare minimum. Okay, let's see here. That's fine. Does that look like in rendered mode? Looks stupid. That's great.
Rodolus, that was the most passionate, most original song I've ever heard.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
About Pokemon reproduction. Mainly because it's the only one I've heard about that.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I feel slightly better about that being The case is like, I've never heard one before.
I feel so good about how I just created a song about Pokemon getting it on.
Oh yeah, you created it, definitely.
You feel proud about that, Rotalus?
Sure I feel proud. I'm proud to be a Rotolet, no, a Pokemon, cause at least I know I'm me. Anyway, Maxime.
So that has been Pokemon Gotta Get It On by Rotalus 2.
Apparently.
Part of his newest album. Not Sonic for Work.
Not Sonic for Work. I won't be able to remember the lyrics next time, so don't you think that there's not gonna be a concert. Every song I sing, I forget immediately after.
You know, I kinda
like
want to go back after the stream is done, download the stream, find that moment, just isolate that, get rid of everything else, just have that moment, and then, like, get those lyrics and have you perform a serious version of that song.
Yeah, I'd have to
just like
create lyrics.
Make a complete song, get a musical arrangement, get some music in there.
There was music. Like a series. You didn't hear it? I guess not, because you're not watching the stream.
Did it fit the song?
Yes.
Did it fit the song?
That's why I sang it that way. The music might not be that loud, but I wouldn't have just done that. I'm not crazy, man. I'm not that crazy, at least.
It's not like I've had this song planned in my whole life. What? No.
No, I really haven't. Alt H. Ooh, child.
Who could forget such wonderful lyrics? As there's no escape. Or whatever it was. Like, you can't
get away from me.
Can't get away from me.
I am inevitable.
I am inevitable. Are we gonna get the NSFW Thanos song now?
No. First of all, everything that Thanos does is above board. It's perfectly safe for work. It's provided that, you're ready to lose all of your workforce because Thanos' ideas are stupid. Control E, Marx.
Sometimes I look at stupid people in the world and I think Thanos had a point.
And then you realize, no, he didn't, because he killed half of everything alive, which means that even the smart people, if there were any left, also died. And then they didn't have any food. Everything was ruined. Thanos' plan was not a good plan. Thanos' plan was the plan of a child.
Maybe that's the point of the story.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of, what's the word? Naive. Not naive. Wouldn't call him naive, but just not really well thought through. Just kind of like, you really weren't thinking about this, were you? No, I wasn't. I wasn't paying attention.
Have you seen Dorkly's video on if Thanos had an assistant?
If Thanos had an... I have not. What is that?
Wait, let me link it.
What in the world happened here?
I posted it in general.
Alright, we'll take a look at it. We will take a look at it at another time, for I am the busy road to Lyles. I should probably take a break, though. Or quit. Whichever one comes first.
Rotolis, you just said you're going to take a break. Does that mean that we're going to get a lazy game stream as well as a VPL in the same stream?
Are you suggesting that's even a good idea?
I mean, is it?
I don't know. It would just turn into a lazy game stream and I wouldn't get anything else done. Oh, man. No, I don't know.
Have you ever thought of fusing the two?
No, I haven't. Because they are...
Like, imagine that. You start off with the VPL, cut to a lazy game stream for like an hour, and then get back to the VPL. It'd be like an advertisement for the lazy game stream.
Yeah, because no one watches it anyway. Makes you wonder why we even do it. Well, I do it because it's fun, and I get to talk to my friends while I'm doing just nothing. I mean, it has a definite purpose. It's just
playing Kingdom Hearts and the world's most not safe for work game, Spyro.
Because it's only for adults. Big grown men. Also, it's full of thick dragons. I remember.
So we've got 3 songs planned for this album. You got a full version of Rotolis's song Pokemon Gotta Get It On, and then there's Thanos I'm Inevitable. That's going to be the name of the song, unless you can think of something better about Thanos' Not Safe for Work song. And then you've got Thick Dragons, the Spyro the Dragon Not Safe for Work song. All part of the new album release, Not Sonic for Work.
Not Sonic for Work. No Sonic for Work. No Sonic for old men. That doesn't even make sense. Okay.
That would be NSF. Oh,
wait a minute. That'd be kind of awesome. Look at that. It, like, lines up a little bit.
Ooh. That looks cool.
Right,
like,
not
he's supposed
safe
to...
for our population.
He's supposed to spin around, right? Like that.
I love all this, this stream alone, with just the Pokemon talk, as well as all the other stuff we've been speaking about. You either have gained a lot of subscribers or lost a lot of subscribers.
I don't think I lost any. Mainly because my current subscribers are not watching. And, they're not going to get this far into the video. Which is why
I feel like bringing out the Rule 34 community is really going to help grow my numbers on YouTube.
I don't think so. I don't know.
That's a lot of people. That was a lot of people that would be watching your videos.
Yeah, probably. But do I want them watching my videos? That's the question.
I mean, they could just be watching. Doesn't mean there's anything weird going on. It just means that a lot of people from that community would be watching your videos. Doesn't mean it has to all be spicy all the time.
Maybe. Well, that's interesting.
You just have to make sure that with every stream you need to have some NSFW content in it at some point.
Crap. That's too much to ask for, and you know it. Oh, that's an interesting look.
And then as the last Not Sonic for Work song going to be about Rouge and her chili pepper outfit.
No, why would it be about that? Why would it be about that?
Because it's hot and spicy.
Oh, I see. Maybe.
Can we
have
don't?
to come up... Can we definitely will? Don't you tell me what to do.
You literally did. Whose side are you on?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. The fog of war has made me a different person.
Like, I was against not safe for work content, but then I realized I could get views from it.
The world is a different place now.
You're gonna branch out your art into Rule 34.
No, we're not doing that. That's not what I do, man.
Yet. It's like, but like, yeah, we're gonna get a song about Rouge and her chili pepper outfit. Maybe get a song about Fiona as well.
You're writing it. I'm not doing that. You're the weirdo who wants to have that be a thing. Weirdo, weirdo boy.
Weirdo! You're
Weirdo
weird!
boy.
Weirdo!
Guy. Being weird.
You're into that weird
Listen
stuff!
to me. Weirdy weird. Weirdy weird. Boy, you weird. Listen to me. Can't you see that I'm crazy? No? Well, let me show you. I'm a crazy boy. Crazy lazy boy. Sitting on this old stream, getting nothing done. Look at me now. Various productivity, not meaning much to me. I'm the crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
You don't even know how the music is going, but you try to... Whatever.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
No, I've
But
noticed.
with that, I'm gonna take my leave.
Alright. Well, we're sorry we drove you away, Animagination, but thanks for stopping by. It's always
Well,
good
you
to
should
have
be
someone
sorry.
else.
And I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Wait, is he leaving, or is he... Yes.
He's
Okay.
gone now. I feel like having the NSFW content was a bad idea.
Yeah, well. Such is your ideas. No, I'm kidding. That's not right. We all deserve some of the blame, but mostly you. I don't want to take any. I think I can put a battle bird in here and make it a lot easier.
Wait, what? There are 5 people watching right now. That's a jump that I didn't expect.
I know there at one point there were 6. It was absolutely in bonkers, man.
No, like, the only person that's been typing in the chat right now is John Rivera, and everyone else left earlier, and it was at, like, 3, but now it's at 5 again.
Well, people can come in and leave, and also, I may have made it so that, I mean, I think I advertised this on my Facebook page. I haven't been on Facebook in a billion years, but I figured, what if I also let people from my hometown know that I'm doing this? Because I don't think they know.
Yeah, maybe the people from
And now
the,
they wish they didn't know.
Maybe the people from the Rule 34 community could really, really help this stream out.
No, that's not what that is. It's not what it is. I refuse to believe it.
You refuse to believe it, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
It means I don't agree. Looks like a candy pop now. That's not what I want. It should glow, right? That's the weak spot.
Imagine... Just wait for the day where YouTube makes all NSFW content available on the platform. Just gets rid of all the restrictive guidelines.
I don't want to imagine
about,
that
like,
day. People
content
lose their
like
minds.
that. It would become worse than Tumblr.
It'd be Mad Max. Actually, Tumblr. There's nothing on Tumblr. Like it's going the opposite direction. of Tumblr.
Old Tumblr. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Now there's only 4 people, so one of them was Animagination. Oh well. And I think one of them is probably
Wow.
me.
We've still got 4 people here.
We're gonna hold out for a hero. And that hero's name is That Tornado. He's carrying a car.
Starlet!
Yeah,
Starlet's here?
No, he's not. I lied to you. You've been cheated. The whole world.
Rodolus, how dare you cheat on me?
It's what I do. What can I say? It's the kind of guy I always have been. I'm just a cheating boy. I just cheat and lie.
Why?
I don't tell the truth. Since my early youth, I'm a bad boy. Call me bad boy. Rad bad boy.
Rad bad boy.
Tell me, oh, it's over. I was about to break it down, but the music did not.
I was about to
allow
break it down. Woo!
What?
That was Akon.
Oh,
No.
okay, right.
Bring it back down a little bit.
We lay like lovers in the warm embrace.
Living in the warm breeze.
Your kisses thrill me like no one before. Hey, baby, I'm all
Baby,
yours,
I'm all yours.
living just for you.
Ooh.
Oh, darling,
Yeah. Break it down.
yeah. Doesn't look right. We lay like lovers in the warm embrace.
Living in the warm embrace.
Oobly-doo. Bully-doo. That sounds pretty bad. We need to sign you. Immediately.
You need to be doxxed. Too bad for you, Rotalus. You can't dox me. You don't know my real name.
I don't. It's Christian Weston Chandler.
No.
That's his name, everybody. And remember it. Pretend you care and remember it.
I mean, 1/3 of that's correct. So you have 1/3 of the information necessary to dox me.
Maybe.
Unless my name's in a phone book somewhere.
Oh, that's real weird.
And assuming you could find a phone book.
Yeah. Assuming I can find a phone book in today's modern world where we don't really use them. Though, I'm pretty sure people's names are still listed places. Oh, you know what? Maybe it starts in one color, and that's a lot of things to try to add to the game. Starts green. What?
All I'm hearing right now is like, I swear it's your breathing coming or something. Like I'm hearing like a breathing type sound that I thought was you for a second.
Oh, it might have been me, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I don't. I used to be a little bit of a mouth breather when I was young. Oh my gosh, my eyes. I do need to take a break.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, go.
I need a break. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me think. I look. Hit that save button really quick.
It's hard to let it go.
Oh boy.
Holding whatever lies beyond this morning is a lady.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Are we actually going to cut to a lazy game stream or something? I don't know. It seems like you're ready to take a break, but still come back to it. So it's like the stream isn't ending.
But what if I did end the stream and then just came back to it later? Like another stream, later on in the day. I don't know. Why not?
2 streams in one day?
Yeah! And then the second one is I spend time just doing the rig this time around,
like,
rather than...
That's like... It's weird, though. That's, like, different. It can't be different. You need, like, loyalty to, like, your brand and your system and your, like, everything.
Well, I feel like we're still at an early stage. I'm still putting that together. There doesn't need to be hard, fast rules. And also, I want to take a break, so I'm going to take a break. Like, no one can make me not take a break.
Yeah, fair point. Like...
And I do want to stream the rest of this, because I want to finish the rig. But I know almost for a fact no one's going to come by. But there's no one here now, so who cares? Except for John Rivera. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, wait. Let me check this. There are 3 people watching. 2 of those are definitely me and you.
Yeah. It's not like we're going to hurt anybody's sensibilities. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to take a break. I don't know. I probably won't come back. That's the thing. If I stop, I'm not going to do anything else today. I'm going to lay down on my bed and then be done.
With like, life.
What'd you say?
This is the end of Rotalus. I was going to say with life. This is the end of Rotalus 2. He's just going to lay down on his bed.
It ain't that serious. Let's change one more setting here. Lock camera to view.
I hope everyone enjoyed the Not Safe for Work stream. The Rotalist 2 Hot and Spicy live stream.
Wait, you're talking about this one right now? Because
yes.
Sure.
This one was pretty hot, if I do say so myself. I'm sweating, but that might be due to the weather.
Yeah, I would hope so. I don't know why in the world should be sweating over this. Just gonna say it.
I'm telling you, Rotalist, it's pretty salivating.
Oh gosh, no! Please don't tell me about that. Don't tell me about that. We're gonna change the. But yeah, we're gonna definitely take a break. If I come back, I'll let you guys know via Twitter that I'm gonna do a part 2. If I don't, then thank you all for watching. This was kind of a short VPL today, but I do appreciate everyone who came by. Thank you for coming by. Cryo and
Yay!
Imagination was here, and the guy Silver, and it was pretty fun. But yeah, if I do come back, we're gonna be working on the rig of this thing, which will be might be a little bit confusing. So,
I'll wait to carry. Well, hopefully, we can carry over this mood, this dark afternoon mood, this hot and spicy mood over to next stream if we have that.
Holy crap! Why would it be a dark mood?
Because it's the. I mean, you had dark implications in the Pokemon song, so.
Oh well.
Wow.
That's definitely gonna carry over. That's the kind of person I am, and you know it.
You're into that. Are you into that Pokemon stuff? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know what you mean by Pokemon stuff.
That Pokemon stuff, you into that Mon?
Hot and spicy live stream. Thank you everybody for coming out. We're taking a break, or we're ending the stream. I may have another stream today. I also may not. I will let you know. I'm kind of tired.
In which case,
though.
we're gonna have to like differentiate between the two. Have like a part 2 or whatever.
Yeah, just name it part 2. Not too hard. But all right. Thanks, John Rivera, in the chat for stopping by. Hot and spicy live stream. You know it.
It's super hot.
Super hot. That's what we do around here. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
I've got to change all these settings on here for my render. Yeah. So, I'm going to start a render, and then I'm going to leave it on that. I just need to get my sampling information. There we go. Square samples. I can just write 400. Alright, we'll go ahead and render. Alright!
Yay!
Thank you everyone for watching. I've been Rotalist. You've been wonderful. Today with me has been Cryogenic Gamer. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You can't. I muted you. Goodbye. He says, "How dare you, everybody?" Yeah, it's too bad. All right, I'm gonna end the stream now.